Oh, say, can you see the light? What's a shouldn't have turned down those cue cards. Oh.
Welcome back to United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy, and I'm just tinkering with my volume here because that intro was fucking loud. But anyway, we're here for a bonus show. We didn't get to it all on Sunday because my daughter woke up. Oh, Robbie's gone. Great. My daughter woke up in the middle of the night and wanted her daddy, and so that was the end of the show. All right, so now I am completely solo. I did a go. Oh, he's back. He's back. All right, well, let's introduce him. Let's introduce the great man in the only way we know how.
I do my head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit. Still don't know what the worst part of that is, the photos or the feel like shit at the end. Like, I almost think it's the audio because like I willingly did that to myself.
Yes.
Whereas the photo, I didn't ever send that to Ribman. That got sent around like some sort of porn to different people in the militia till it got sent to Ribman.
You're saying that there could be a revenge porn case on the way because of that?
Yes, you're exactly right. You know what? Boom.
How did it get out?
Contacting my attorneys.
How did it get out though? Who's the culprit?
I'm assuming so Justin said I was depressed and I couldn't think of anything to cheer him up, so I sent him a stupid picture. But I sent it to him in what was like one of those group chats or text chats where Goatman was in it, but I forgot Goatman was in it. And so because he never communicated in this chat.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, the one time he checks his phone was that time. And then he starts passing it along to, like, Queen Roxanne. And then Ribman got it. And next thing you know...
Well done, Justin.
Bullshit. No, Justin he had nothing to do... Well, I guess he did. But, like, it was mostly Goatman. So...
No, I know. But Justin facilitated Goatman.
By being depressed, yes. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And nothing cheers anyone up more than a humiliating Robbie. I know it's worked great for me.
You may think that's sad and pathetic, and like, why would Robbie think that would cheer somebody up? But it actually probably did.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Justin, I think definitely for sure. We got horrible news earlier that YouTube was down, and
oh jeez, I thought somebody else died or something. I was like, what?
No, fuck no, that wouldn't be horrible. Yeah, and I was listening to Melton on my phone at the time, and I was like, well, it's still playing on my phone. And then when I logged in here and I clicked on YouTube, nothing was loading. I was like, fuck me, like this sucks. And then just before the show, I clicked refresh and everything loaded. So I was kind of hoping that YouTube was back. But then I look at our audience of 10 and I wonder if YouTube is up. You know, I don't know.
Well, a lot of people are like on YouTube all day. So like if it's been down for, let's say, a couple of minutes, people probably still haven't logged back in to check. You know what I mean? It's like when X is down, you're like, okay, I'll come back in 6 hours or something like that. Or maybe that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. It's like you just put it down for a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, we rarely do Tuesdays. This may be our rarest day. We've done Mondays. We've done Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I'm not sure how many Tuesdays we've done.
I think we've done Tuesdays like really early. No, it would have been Monday. You're right. Monday into Tuesday morning. That's right. Yeah. Sorry. This is you throw me off because this is a Wednesday for me. And
that's right.
I don't think I've ever streamed on a Wednesday ever.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But anyway, it is a weird time, and oh wow, we're down to 9, Robbie.
we should have made this members. I thought about saying that, but I decided not to. So
no, it's all good. It's maybe just 9 people want to watch us. It's fine. Push-ups,
funny though, because
might be one of the 9. Thankfully,
yeah. Well, our videos are getting like 1.6K, and then we go live on a Tuesday. We can't even get 10 people. I don't know why I find that funny, but it is a little weird.
Nah, it's all good. I'm sure people will trickle in over the time. So Pushups is here. Obviously saw your name in the description, Pushups. We weren't done with you on Sunday, Pushups. I told you we had a Pulp Fiction style story going, and that's sort of the main reason for coming on today is I didn't want to leave that Geno segment for next week. I felt like the story needed to be completed. We needed to complete the arc. So thought we had to get back here for that. And also I have clipped some other stuff that's just a little bit different. It's out of like we've done it before, but it's out of the Dabbleverse and it's something a little different. Plus, on top of that, we've got the great Shmuel Buckman joining us shortly, which is exciting. He had
Joe Biden of the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, he had a knockdown drag out with Stevie Lou and Joey C on this man's show earlier at Hughes Entertainment. Plug Get My Go. Yes, Get My Go is back. Unfortunately, I was supposed to be
always
on.
Been his Abby? That's doesn't fit his vibe, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Unless he's going for ironic.
Probably. I mean, who knows what Hughes is going for ever, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to judge. Anyway, he says plug Get My Go. Yes, but Get My Go returned on Saturday morning, and I was supposed to be there. And I'll tell you what happened. So I was watching a movie with the kids, a movie night in our house, the Saturday nights, and we're all watching a movie, and I was feeling sleepy. I was like, yeah, you know what, get a sleep in before Get My Go, and then wake up and do the recording. And I never got around to setting an alarm.
Ooh.
I drifted off.
Did that tonight. Yeah. So.
What? It's like 6 p.m., dude.
Yeah, but I didn't fall asleep last night. I've been all over the place lately.
Fair enough.
I have the weirdest sleep schedule on earth for someone that does not do narcotics. So it's
you just have general mental illness. So that's
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So I guess in a way, I do narcotics, but they're prescribed. So you know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I remember when Jim Irsay got arrested because he had all those prescription pills.
He had everything.
Yeah, and they're like, he's arrested with all these prescription drugs. I was like, well, if he doesn't have a prescription, they're just drugs, right? Like, you know. But anyway, as I was saying, Get My Go. I forgot to set the alarm. Well, I fell asleep before I set an alarm. How about that? Mm-hmm. And then I woke up. I slept fucking like 8-9 hours straight, just completely.
Did you wake
dead
up
to
like
it.
freaking out, like, oh my god, I forgot? Or
yeah, I woke up and I went, oh fuck, and then looked at the time. I went, oh well, that's done. I'll go back to sleep, and slept a couple more hours. I think I ended up sleeping like 10 hours. So wow. I guess I needed it. But I apologize to the Get My Go boys. But yeah, go check it out. YouTube.com/GetMyGo. Juan Unda, I believe, was the topic. None of you know who that is, but I believe they had him on the phone. It's crazy, bonkers episode. Go check it out. Hopefully we'll start to ramp up the Get My Go again. We'll see how it goes. All right, now I'm scrolling down the chat, Robbie, because it's a bit of a grift show. And so I was like, fuck it, and we got Shmuel Buckman coming on. Actually, let's do the Shmuel Buckman roll call.
Oh God.
So we've got Recon Jits. Nice. Pushups is here. Hughesy's here. Robbie's here. Oh yeah, supertip.gg/USOA. My vape is about to run out and I need to refill my script. Yes, we have to be prescribed vapes in Australia for them to be legal. I need to refill my script today. So we've got a goal. We've got a goal today of at least $75.
Oh my God. What happened to the cat? You sell it out for the vape?
Hey?
Didn't you say the grift on Sunday was your cat or something?
Yeah, the cat cost us a lot of money. Yes, for sure. But yeah, so this is this is an in the now need, you know, Robbie. Like this capsule's getting lower and lower.
Just have you by the balls though, because like my dad, we have this family cat that's kind of become just his cat because it like sleeps on his lap whenever he sits down type thing. But it's 14, and so you're always worried, you know. And so they're like, well, he really needs really needs a teeth cleaning because her age, like if it was to get infected, it could go wrong quickly. And he's like, okay, let's schedule that. And they're like, okay, well, that'll be $1,100. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But they have, like I said, he loves that cat, so he's going to do it. And
yeah, our cat's 17, right?
Okay.
And if it was just me and my
this
wife,
cat already has diabetes, so it's
well, wow. But yeah, if it was just me and my wife, it would have been like, yeah, all right, yeah, put him down. You know what I mean? Like it's over. But yeah, when we
kids.
gave the information to my son that Riley wasn't doing well. Oh, geez, I just doxed my cat's name. Damn it. But yeah, it was fucking brutal. He was just bawling. It was it was so. And I've just looked at my wife and I was like, we got to do whatever we can to save this cat.
I mean, cats can live like 17. Our cat one of our cats lived to 22 or 23. So if it gets healthy again, it could live a couple more years. So it's probably
My sister's cat lived till 20, and look, until this, like, he got a kidney infection.
That's what happens.
Now he's fine.
Yeah.
He's had his fucking antibiotics and everything. He's fine now. Like, he's cruising around like he always has. Annoys the fuck out of me at 2 a.m. because he wants to go out, or he wants to come in, or he wants to fucking eat, or whatever.
I'm sure
So
it's a stimulating conversation for everyone else, but
it's great. It's fantastic. It's a pop-up Tuesday show.
Okay, well, then in that case, I'm going to give my last story.
Well, wait, can I finish the roll call? I want to finish the roll call.
Yeah, you're right.
We can do a proper roll call.
This shows how like uninteresting I find the roll call stuff that Buckman does.
Well, yeah, it's fucking terrible, isn't it? Josie's here and she says, Robbie! And Baumet's here, the great James Baumet, says this Robbie guy is good. And then he says it was Grinder. I don't know what relevance that has to Robbie, but
was that meant for a different show or something?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. JK via YQL. What's up? Pest says, what the fuck is this time slot? I think I explained that. I think I've dealt with that. Frank, the great Frank, he's looking forward to Shmuel being here. He says, yes. Josie says, Melton is still going. I know, what a cunt. What a cunt. Tracy fucking Hollywood, fellow Australian. Yeah, being dodgy about an Irish. I think that's YouTube she's referencing. Any new names? We've got Nodak. Hit the like button. Thank you, Nodak.
Did you see, what was it?
What?
I'm on the iPad, so it's a little sketchy, so I might not be able to bring it up, but I'll read it anyway.
Yeah.
Where was it here? This one.
Just say who. I've got it. I could find it.
God damn it. Robbie doesn't look like a real person by Dr.
Oh, yeah, that was literally the next one I was going to click on.
Okay.
Where is it? Fuck. Now I scrolled down thinking I was looking for a newer chat.
Oh.
Now I've lost it. Look what you've done.
I know.
What
James Baumet has probably one of the funnier descriptions of my standard outfit ever.
Dr. Omega Art said Robbie doesn't look like a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's morbidly obese.
Well,
Omega Art. Yeah.
And then James Baumet, Robbie is wearing his cloak of destiny.
Yeah, that's very good. Frank's put a bit of time into this. Shmuel likes to act like he didn't say things he did. He started bashing Granny and his parenting once he didn't kiss the AA ring. AA people act very high and mighty. What's AA? Oh, Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought that was something Dabbleverse related.
I will say Blind Scott talking about all the people he's met. Okay, for those not...
You don't need to explain who Blind Scott is. Don't worry about it. Just tell your story.
Okay, there's this crazy person that calls into this radio show, and he's gotten progressively crazy over the years, but he claims he meets all these other rich people that live in the Boston Commons area. The problem is you're not really supposed to say who you meet at A&A. That's the whole point of the anonymous, the second A in A&A. But he just he's like, I saw Woody Harrelson here the other day, and it's crazy. He also, did you know he transitioned? I was aware of that. Yeah, well, it's one thing to transition, another thing to announce he did the whole on karate chop on air.
Oh, he lopped it off, did he?
He claims.
Wow, he's an interesting fella. We used to fuck with him back in the Periscope days,
or her, or whatever, just once to say I did.
Yeah,
but wow.
Back in the Periscope days, he used to go live.
Oh, I remember that. That was wild.
That used to be fun, like in the chat, because he's blind. He's got the chat gets read to him, you know, by stereo Alexa or whatever the fuck, you know. And so people would be, and he'd have it on sped up speed, you know, so not fucking sit there forever. And so people are just like posting how much wood a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could, you know, all that. And Scott once told me that it's really annoying if people just type like P, like just the letter P over like 100 P's in a text. That's annoying to listen. Yeah. So every time he annoyed me, I just put a bunch of P's in the reply. You know, it's good information to get. They were
Some
good
would
times.
say that really annoys them now. So, yeah.
Dr. Omegarite is really going in hard on Robbie. I think my niece has a teddy bear that looks identical to Robbie. He is a cuddly fella, I will say that. He also says definitely looks like he's eating a family pet.
Jesus Christ.
MGO82's here.
No! Like, if it was apocalypse, I'd go human before I'd go one of my pets.
Robbie looks at cats and sees a juicy roast a la Wile E. Coyote.
No, I'm not into the whole rotisserie anything. Like, they were like, that's a cheap, easy way to get protein. And I tried it, and it's just, you start pulling it apart. It's like, I like the taste of meat. I don't want to think about the fact that there's like veins and shit. I don't want to see it. In a rotisserie chicken,
Dude,
you can see that.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is,
I like the taste of meat. So you don't like a veiny cock, is what you just said.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, what I'm saying is, like, I wish when you had food that was meat, it was invisible so you could eat it and fill you up, but you wouldn't actually see it.
All right, brilliant. Mickey says, LOL, not really the point, but okay. And McLeod 3151.
I didn't say
member
that.
for 2 months. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. These trainees are trainees? Was that supposed to be trainees?
No, I think we should probably
trainees. Trainees,
because
that would require either 2 E's after the N or no I before the N. And Pest almost did an oops tower, but Baumet cut him off with I like this Pest character. All right, have we been boring enough so far? Oh wait, hang on. I'm going sight unseen. I 1000% agree with Robbie about the veins and stuff in chicken. I'm picky with chicken. Look, I'm with you. I don't want to see that shit either. All right? I was too focused on the fact that it sounded really gay, what you were saying.
Well, yeah. You know, and usually I have a little bit of self-awareness. So I'm like, oh, fuck, someone's going to go pause or do something like that. But I was so invested in that thinking about meat that I didn't realize it was gay.
You know what's funny? The other day on the show, I was talking about how the guys, when they're playing Is It Gay on WATP, they say, I'm going gay. And I was like, I'm not going to say it. And I went, I'm 1,000 to 1,000 going gay. And then immediately said it after that. I was like, I'm such an idiot. Like, why did you go through that bullshit? Anyway, or maybe that's the joke. Oh, Young Old Vibes is here. We're hitting our minority. What are you guys doing up? Well, it's, what time is it? 10:30 in the morning for me. So, because I should be. And Robbie is just different.
Built different.
Yeah. Oh, Cynically Insane is here. We haven't seen Cynically Insane in the live chat for a while. Great to see you, Cynically. Holy shit, is it Sunday already in goddamn Australia? No, it's not. We're doing a bonus pop-up stream because I'm not going to scroll back up and find push-ups, but we didn't finish the push-up story. And yeah, look, I'm going to be, I've mentioned it before, I'm going to try and do some more streams. Obviously, one for members. We don't do really any members content. We've got a few members shows. I'm also going back through. I actually recorded some stuff.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say we have a nice thumbnail of Joy Taylor and our members only.
Yes, we do. Yes, that was. I think that was our first member.
Our first member show. Breaking down the Joy Taylor scandal. You know, that was a fun story for like 30 seconds and it just completely disappeared.
Yeah. I think we all wanted to work at Fox at that point when we heard, or we all wanted to have power at Fox.
That shows how much Fox has not a monopoly, but a big portion of the market share in sports now, because they never talked about the story to the point where that's why the story died. It would be like, you know what I mean? Because like even Ben they were just hanging up on people if they tried to bring up Joy Taylor. Like he got
That's
this,
wild.
yeah. Like in Ben, he's the one he'll call out, and I think he called one of his boss. He's like, these idiots aren't replacing the systems the other day. Like I'm like, he's going to get himself fired because he's always bashing upper management. But even he was like, we can't talk about this.
That's different though. Like when you're doing like, oh, the equipment's not working, they won't fucking buy new shit. Like that's just like standard employee griping. When you're going against the company,
said, did we
line.
Just hire are the only people in the editorial department a bunch of idiots? Like I was some of the people that work there with Ben deserve combat pay. He's gotten very pissy over the last 6 months. I don't blame him. I mean, it's they have technical difficulties like once a week. And like I know this is way off on the tangent, but it's funny. So on Monday's show, all 4 hours, you could hear him fine, but when he took calls, you couldn't hear the caller. So it sounded like he was having these elaborate one-way conversations with himself. And it was really funny. And then he just like pretty much tore Coop in two and then impaled him on air Tuesday. Nice. And I was like,
have you ever done the fake phone call? Like where's like you just want someone to think that you're on the phone.
How do you think, there used to be Mormons all over this area, and I'd be like, "Oh, hey, can I get tickets to tonight's?" And like just anything, I'd pull out my phone and they'd be like, "Oh, we got to be courteous." No offense to Mormons, I'm not like one of those people that like hates on Mormons, but I don't want to talk to anyone in public that I don't know, and so I would just whip out my phone and pretend that I was getting a call.
Nice. Baumert, the great Baumert, says, I didn't know monks like sports. Did you hit your head on the bookcase?
Yes.
Or did you hurt your neck leaning back?
No, I hit my head on the right there.
Dr. Omega, wait till you guys see the Kiki puppet I'm making for Rocco. I'm working on Hunchosaurus while I watch this. Well, thank you for working on Dabbleverse stuff while you watch.
Wait,
I'm a little hurt that I'm not the first person you contact about a Kiki puppet, but I get that Rocco's the puppet guy. But we're OG and the Kiki.
Is the Hunchosaurus is that like code for me?
Oh yeah, you're not like that deep. You
but
barely got your feet in the water when it comes to Dabbleverse.
Hunchosaurus, that's why I was like,
yeah, I think no, Melton, Patrick Melton is the Hunchback, and Karmic X does the Hunchosaurus. That's his Melton voice.
Photos on the internet of me.
Yeah, look, maybe, but like you'd be like mini Hunchosaurus because, like, although you're way more than Patrick Melton, you're way shorter than him.
6'5" or something.
Yeah.
He looks 6'5", at least in the photos. He looks very tall.
Yeah. Yes, it would be very expensive to send me a puppet. That is true. I'm with you there. I agree. No, you give it to Keanu. Check your DMs real quick, homie. Okay. Which tab did I have fucking Twitter open in? Where's that gone?
What did I do wrong?
No, you didn't do anything. There it is. Oh, no, that's cool. No, Keanu, that's fine. No, that's not going to happen at all. No. All good. No, we're just playing, continuing the audio from the other day. All good, Keanu, but thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it.
That literally sounded like one of Ben's calls on Monday. That was how it was. It was like a one-way back. Yeah, so.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that to Pushups, Keanu. I definitely wouldn't do that at all. That's not what it's about. We're having fun here. We're just having fun.
Yeah, we're not dicks all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
At least I'm not. I can't speak for anyone else.
No, I mean, look, we try and keep it fun and light here. And look, there's things I could admit to that, like, perhaps in hindsight, I wish I hadn't gone that route or whatever. But you assess it and you go, I won't do that again.
Yeah,
I can acknowledge.
I don't know if I've ever felt that way with anything I've said about Gino, either me or you, though. Like, there's been times that I think we've gone too harsh at even Keanu, and not anyone, but like Gino's just like, I don't think we've yet to say anything that's too far when it comes to Gino.
No, and look, Gino says a lot that's I wouldn't even say too far, but Gino goes hard at people, when he
Yeah.
goes. So, like I don't think there'd be any issue there. But yeah, wait a minute. Oh no, it's spewing. I thought it was going to be a Robbie joke. I like to keep things light as well. That's why I make puppets of retards. I was really hoping there's like why I don't usually watch Robbie or something along those lines, but that's disappointing. And I'm definitely making a Gino too. Interesting.
That would be funny.
This will be good to see.
Make sure he's got like the Chargers headgear and everything.
Yes. Dr. Omega, did you do the Stuttering John one? Are you the guy that did the Stuttering John one, or are you a new puppet maker? I'm not familiar with who the puppet makers are around the place. So let us know. Shmuel said at 9:30. It's now at 9:39. I mean, what's going on, Shmuel? Hey?
Well,
He's
that
big
kind of
timing
fits
us.
with his, hey, be here at 9, and then it's like a 30-minute countdown or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
he's playing Shmuel rock and roll as we speak, just getting ready to join us. All right, I think we filibustered enough with the chat. I was kind of hoping we could filibuster to get Shmuel here, so we could kick off with the Shmuel stuff.
That was my goal, and it kind of failed, but oh well.
You do you still have that stuff we could possibly cover it tonight?
I don't have the notes, but I can go off memory, and I could try to. I have the tweets bookmarked. So, are you talking about the guy who wants to live forever?
Yeah. I thought maybe we could do that at some point. Yeah, we don't have to do it right now, unless you want to.
I mean, Shmuel could be here in 5 seconds or 50 minutes.
Yeah, so. And then we'll just end the segment because nobody really cares. But they all understand right now that we're just buying time.
Filibuster while I find the.
Oh, you want me to
filibuster? Okay.
Oh, look at that! Well done.
I actually, the one time I
hang on. Before you do that,
digital folder.
Yeah, before you do that.
I'm a little piggy. Here's my snout. Oink, oink, oink. The fuck? Cunt. Fuck you. If that's the new Robbie's Rage, I quit. Okay, so I'm going to DM you one tweet, though, because it's got a photo that you probably want to put on the screen, and I don't really have access to do that on an iPad. But it's this guy named Brian Johnson. He kind of goes viral occasionally with these weird tweets, but he's used to be a Mormon. He sold some, like, those tech startups you've never heard of, but somehow they sell for like $500 million, and then the guy becomes, and you're like, wait, how did he get all that money? Well, I sold some eco startup to Google, and anyway, so he's become super wealthy, and he claims by the year 2039, I believe, without my notes, that if you follow his life science, like his regimen, you'll become, for all intents and purposes, immortal. He defines immortal being, I believe, 150 to 200 years old. But
wait, isn't immortal? Forget it. Yeah, carry on.
I know that's the point. Like immortal, you think like you want. He calls his whole health system the don't die. If you live to 200, you're still dying. So that alone, that's the thing that actually pissed me off about this whole thing. But he's always about like you have to get 8 hours of sleep, which that's like common knowledge. And then he branches off and gets all like, you need to test what he calls it, your ejaculate at least once a week. And he like draws blood from himself every day. And he does all these tests on himself. It's odd. But when he words some of his like really long tweets, let me find, of course.
Do you want me to bring up this one that you sent me?
Yeah, let's do that.
I've got it open. Hang on, let me just do the screen.
I mean, that's just, and that one isn't like one of the ones that's crazy viral. It was just, that one only got 1,000 likes. That's like a standard tweet from him, but it's still wild.
Hang on a second, there we go.
And as far as I can tell, that is an actual, like him taking his own blood work and testing on it. Typical Monday morning, collected blood, saliva, stool, ejaculate, brain scan to measure metabolism, inflammation, fertility, microbiome, nervous system. Oh boy. Do you even know what that is? Methylation? Circadian
No.
rhythm, hormones, adrenal function, organic acid, stress, brain, and more. And he spends millions of dollars a year on his own health, I guess. But the way he's super atheist, so like when he talks about humanity, it's in very like dry scientific terms, and that's when he goes viral. So like he was talking about how he was separated from his fiance for 19 days because she was like doing some business trip in China or something. So he goes, the time apart has been costly. My body's electrical signaling betrays the separation. Without her touch, my vagus nerves 100,000 myelinated fibers have dropped their frequency, spectral power, squawking distress. And that's like one paragraph from like that's got to be 1,000-word tweet. So I'm not going to read all of it, but that's a good like kind of yeah. I'm forgetting the word.
When you send me
the way he tweets when he wants to be profound is just super dry scientific.
Yeah, when you sent me this guy's stuff and I started reading it, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy going on about? Like, I don't know who he's trying to connect with.
It's crazy. And you always have to take followers with a grain of salt anymore, because I'm convinced like 7 in 10 people that are on X are bots at this point. But I mean, yeah, so I don't even want to say like, oh, he has 170,000 followers. That's a lot, because you never know anymore. But even like 100 of the people I follow him. So that's a decent ratio, because I only follow like 1,000 people. So like he's known. Or no, I follow 1,700 people. Oops. But anyway, he's still like, people talk about him and everything, but it's just, I don't know. It seems like the ultimate grift. Like, he's so crazy that he goes viral off this stuff, but I find it unintentionally hilarious. He's like the Alex Jones of the health field, in my opinion. The most unintentionally hilarious person in health.
Yeah, very good. The name Brian Johnson as well. That's interesting. We got Brian Johnson, who sings AC/DC. We got Brian Johnson from Kevin Smith fame, Kevin Smith movies, and the comic book stuff and all that. And now we got this psychopath.
I know, and he really does. He looks like a serial killer. Like, if you zoom in on his avatar, he's like 50 years old, and he looks like one of those like 30-ish people. Like, you don't know what age he is, but you just know he looks kind of young.
Yeah.
But like, if you were doing like a modern day Ed Gein, like, he could be the guy.
I'm just trying to. You were talking about all the bots. Here we go. Requests. Yeah. All right. So have a look at this. Hang on. I'll go back to screen share. It's just funny that you mentioned bots, because I thought of a funny story. I don't know if it's really funny, but
it's kind of frightening, probably.
So hang on. Let's just add this to stage. So this is my message requests. All right.
Oh, that's all of them?
Yeah, that's all at the moment. I cleared a bunch out.
Unread bot requests in my.
Yeah, I cleared a bunch out the other day.
Okay.
But yeah, and interesting. This one's Kiki. Nice to meet you. But look at this, Felix. You're the brother I trust the most. Please help me. And then we've got Richard. You're the brother I trust the most. Please help me. And then I've got the hey, can I ask you something? So every now and then, I'll just click on one of them and go, all right, let's see what the scam is. Oops, let's just. Hang on, that one. Let's see what the scam is. And I chat to him for a bit. And so the other day I was chatting with this whatever that was sending pictures of a pretty hot looking chick, and I had a feeling, I thought I knew where it was going, but I was like, let's wait and see. Let's see where this goes. And then, sure enough, after a few messages, it was, can you join my OnlyFans? I was like, all right, well, I'm assuming that at least this woman exists,
Yeah.
But what was crazy was, like, in the days afterwards, like, just every day would be a new message. Are you scared of me? Did I frighten you off? All this was like, no, I'm not joining your OnlyFans. I was just seeing what your scam was.
When you send a DM, it shows the check mark, and once the check mark gets filled, that means it's been read. If you look yeah, so one time I was cleaning out, but I didn't clean one out, and he goes, "Oh, I saw you read my message. Are you scared of me?" And it was this alleged strip or hooker from Portland, Oregon, and she kept. I had to block her eventually because I never messaged her once, but she sent me like, she. I blame Eccles for all of this, by the way. I get all these bot. I think some of them are actually real, and they always are from like Bend, Oregon, or Portland, Oregon, two of the hoity-toity places where an escort would make a lot of money with rich people. And I've gotten so many more of those ever since he did that Photoshop of me in all the Mariner uniforms, and I put it on my profile.
Yeah,
like, oh, this guy looks like a fat, sad, lonely human being. I can get some money out of him for some sex or even for some nudes.
Hit the like button for Robbie being a fat loser.
Yeah, well.
Obese loser, morbidly obese. Anyway, Push-Ups.
Okay.
Thank you for the $2. Push-Ups. I demand better treatment for Robbie.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, that'll be a fun time for you. Don't make me do what Kiki told me not to do. Push-ups, all right? Just calm down in the chat there. No, I'm kidding, of course. Didn't stand by my joke. See, I was criticizing that the other day. How dare I? Anyway, back to I did ask Dr. Omega to confirm, and he did confirm he did make the Stuttering John puppet. I'm going to continue to interview the chat. He said, yep. Well, not the chat, just Dr. Omega. Why did you send it to Shuley and not Rocco in the first place? What was the go there? Because Shuley, I got to say, Shuley has the worst Stuttering John impression, and mine ain't good. I don't do a good one. All right, but what's the after every time he finishes speaking for Stuttering John, he goes, John doesn't do that. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, he also says he made Cardiff's mask as well, which that's very impressive. I don't know if you've seen that, Robbie, but giant potato. Basically, the Cardiff's potato with the headphones and that you see on screen. Fucking Dr. Omega made it so he could wear it on his fucking giant head.
That's funny. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Sam Bibley.
The whole
welcome, Hoss. Don't talk over me saying Hoss. Welcome, Hoss. Now go.
Okay. All the filter, the orange guy, and then there's Echo. All of them kind of weird me out. But for whatever reason, Cardiff Electric legitimately gives me goosebumps and not in a good way, creep me out. Something with the filter
voice?
and then
hello.
The way his voice is, it's really weird. It creeps the shit out of me.
Remember when we had him on Malatown? And
and that was one of the most uncomfortable episodes I've ever had because I just felt uncomfortable. We've had the ski mask guy.
Yeah, he was great.
And I had no idea who he was going into it. And then he's talking about dick and balls. And even that was less uncomfortable when he was asking me how big my dick was. That was less uncomfortable than Cardiff Electric to me.
Yeah, Cardiff. So back when the show was Malatown, as you can see there, Malatown. That was the original show. We had Cardiff Electric on, and he came backstage and he was off camera. He didn't even have his filter. He was just the blank screen. And we're sitting there, and I'm like, I said to the guys, I was like, I think Cardiff is fucking with us, and he's not going to go on camera until we go, until we hit record. And that's when we used to record a show. We weren't even going live. But he refused to talk or come on camera until we hit record, and that's when he appeared. And so it was different. Sam, no. So is the orange puppet coming on? No, he's not coming on here. But Sam, if you're in the mood later on this afternoon, my time, in the early hours of the morning, the orange puppet will be going live, and I offered to join him today. So if you want to go cause some trouble over there, you very much are welcome to. All right, I'm scrolling to the bottom of the chat because Chris Mack is here with $2. Thank you, Chris Mack. This titled this app Dean and Darth Robbie the Dents, please. I mean,
that's more Robbie the Dents
requires me going
the
into
Game
the
of Thrones
app
character than it does Darth. Robbie the Dents is a little long, not to critique your joke, but Darth
don't forget
that sounds more
Darth Obesimus. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That sounds more like Gladiator, though, because he was
I guess.
Maximus Aurelius. No, what was it?
Or whatever. Yeah.
Maximus Aurelius Decimus or Maximus Decimus Aurelius? It's been so long since I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But that's par for the course with me.
Chris Mack, yeah, there's an orange puppet. Oh, he doesn't actually use the puppet. Is what does he go by? Master Gobbles on Twitter is the puppet, I believe.
Yeah.
But he's Jake from Dabbling Down Under, and he's since I got him to or got Shmuel, which where the fuck are you, Shmuel? It's
Yeah, he's
nearly
only
fucking
24 minutes late now.
fucking wild. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I convinced Shmuel to have him on the show, and then Shmuel did one of Shmuel's classic interviews with someone where he, it's up there with Robbie and JMO.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Robbie's
sorry for him if it's up there with me.
Robbie's still the best one of all time because you guys went over 2 hours and he had nothing. Yeah, and he had nothing after about 10 minutes, I reckon. He was
about.
He was very, very good. $2 Dan's here. Where's the $2, Dan? I'm not reading it. Fuck yeah. I'm the opposite of Shmuel. I refuse to read your chats unless they're $2. That's right. Because you're $2 Dan. All right. Fuck it. Is Shmuel standing us up? Hang on. Should I check my DMs? Has he let me know that there's something going on? Hang on. Let me. Oh, it doesn't look like it. It does not look like it. Nope. The last thing that was sent was from me, and it was the link. Oh, wow. Big timed by Shmuel Buckman. Is this his plan all along? Wow. We might have to pull up. Yes. We might have to pull up his stream from last night and go over that. That might have to happen. Just do it. Send Kiki the link instead. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. After we've done the Gino bit. Actually, no, isn't Kiki? No, Kiki does Untoward Tuesday with her mum today.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Maybe I just bail out of this and go over there, do a show with them.
Oh, gee, thanks. That was the meanest thing maybe you've ever said without thinking about it.
All right. Thanks. Well, let's finish the push-ups saga.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair? No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen, materialistic piece of shit.
Flat broke.
Thank you, Robbie. So yeah, on what's actually funny is we would have had a amusing moment because we were just about to do the Gino segment when I ended the show on Sunday, and we would have had an amusing moment where I went to find the clip and it wasn't there because it was still sitting completely unedited. I'd grabbed the clip but had done nothing more with it, so it would have been an amusing moment where I went, "Where's the fucking clip? Did I not upload it? Fuck." So I discovered that today right before the show. So yeah, on Sunday, literally right before the show, I'm talking 20 minutes before the show or something. I was clipping Gino because I was like, we'll add some Gino just in case, this stuff that I've already got doesn't fulfill a full episode. I thought, we'll have some Gino on the bank. And then the crossover with the first Kiki clip we played, I was like, this is actually perfect. Then it turns out we never got to it. So we're going to get to it here today. I don't really fully remember. I know I've got the In Hot Water logo from Gino's silent intro on the screen as the first part of the clip. So I know it's the very beginning of the show. But yeah, I think I clipped about 10 minutes. And it's a bit of Pulp Fiction style, continuing the push-up story that we heard from Kiki. Obviously, the singles night that they went to, and Kiki's responsible for push-ups, texting with a woman and getting phone numbers and all that. It was definitely Kiki's night. Thank you, Dan. $2 Dan. Thank you. You shocked Bookman. You shocked Buckman. Stood you up. That's his Mo, mate. M-O. Sorry, M-O. My bad. Look, I'm very hurt, Shmuel. I don't know if this is payback for the Shmuel Buckman segments I've done. If it's payback
Those were deserved segments on him, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Maybe it's payback for me going out of my way to say Shmuel Buckman sucks on Double vs. Live. I don't know what
I didn't know that one.
is. No, well, what I said was I hate Shmuel Buckman, the broadcaster. I said I love Shmuel. I hate Shmuel Buckman, the broadcaster. I love his show.
Right.
You know? So I think that's all fair.
You're 1 out of 3.
I do love his show. It's great because every time I watch it, I'm like, this could be a segment, you know?
I just can't get to the roll call. I lose interest in my ADD and I go click on.
It depends on the show, Robbie. Like if Shmuel's going to be solo for a while, like they're literally, that's why I did the roll call today. It's because I'm like, all right, I do want to filibuster for a bit. Yeah, so we'll do the roll call. So if Shmuel's either solo for the whole show or he's waiting for a guest, then he'll definitely do the roll call. But if and we may do some Shmuel now, actually. We might go to yesterday's show on Shmuel because he's fucking stood us up. He's fucking big timing us. We may have to cover some Shmuel, and I'll show you Shmuel getting straight into it. But anyway, let's go to Gino and let's complete the Pulp Fiction style push-up story. So we've heard Kiki talking about the next day of the push-ups thing. Honestly, I don't remember how far into this before he starts talking to push-ups, but let's just make fun of Gino. Everyone down for that? We want to make fun of Gino? Yeah. Oh, change the screen. Oh, that one. Okay.
Good God.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Let me see if I can get the lighting right. I don't even care. What are you guys up to? I am...
So,
it's so
straight out the
orange.
gate.
Everything is so orange in that. He's got the orange hat, the orange jersey, the orangish bricks.
Even you don't look that orange, and you're orange.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I love it. Not even once looked at the camera. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like, yeah, this is a fucking beautiful image of myself.
I mean, it's better than me.
But if I hit go live and I was like, fuck, I don't like how this looks. It's like, I would say, well, you shouldn't have gone live, fuckhead. Like, check this shit. But I guess this is Gino's bit. I guess.
Is my yeah, you can hear me. Okay.
Oh jeez.
Sorry, my stupid page is making noise. Normally I start with a video, but I thought I'd start with that lovely open it like Don Draper. You hold it.
All right. What do we do? He's tried 3 points so far and not completed one.
And he's also put that bottle in 3 different spots. Like, just set it somewhere.
He's not sure what he wants to do with it. You want to drink it, Gino.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Maybe if you drink it, you might focus. I doubt it, but let's see.
With the right, you twist it with the left, you pour it. And I got to tell you, shout out to Bob Patrice. If you guys don't understand, and let me put the mic next to me, I apologize. If you guys don't understand.
No, keep clunking the bottle next to the mic so we can hear it go doof, doof, every fucking time.
Very authoritative.
Moon Cricket says, damn, Shmuel got fat.
And that the universe fucking provides. My wife has a date tonight. Must be nice. My wife has
all right, we're straight into it. Push-ups. We're straight into it.
A date tonight with a guy that looks very much like a Jew. I'm kidding.
I mean, it's a theme, isn't it? I wish we had got to this the other night because that was the theme of the night. People saying I'm kidding after a joke.
Oh my God.
What, Robbie? Well, I know you drank an old drink. Did you drink an old drink?
No, worse.
What? Oh no, what is it? What is it? No, don't turn your camera off. What are you doing? No.
I think I swallowed a spider. I'm not fucking. This is not because
where else do you get content like
liquid,
this, folks?
But something like lumpy went down with that sip, and there are spider webs because it's an unfinished basement. Something definitely non-liquid got swallowed there. If I like just pass out, you know what to do.
I mean, can the spider get you from the inside?
I don't know, but it's gross.
Push-up says I can't compete with this.
I'm not joking.
Moon Cricket says, JK Robbie, I love you, bro. I'm a fat fuck, so I shouldn't be talking. No, but Robbie's fatter than all of us. Moon Crickets, it's fine.
Thanks.
It's all good. Oh, good stuff, Robbie. Robbie, what's that fucking old nursery rhyme? Something about swallowing a spider or whatever?
Row your boat gently downstream. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that.
No.
I don't think that was. Yeah. Anyway,
No.
let's get back to Gino and Push-Ups big night.
With our dear friend Pushups, because she's the wingman. Justice for Pushups. So you're not going to believe this. My wife's running a little bit late. A little bit late. Just a little, you know. This is hold on.
Make sure you sort that out.
No.
Right.
I still don't. Oh, look at. Oh, that looks.
There
good.
it is. Way better.
That looks good, right?
You're right, Robbie. Why is the whole room so
Thank
orange?
you. I didn't
It's
feel like
so
I got
bizarre.
enough appreciation for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
now that I'm looking at it more, like, because he just turned that light on and added a bit of yellow, and I was like, how is it so orange? It's very bizarre. Very
Yeah,
bizarre.
it is.
I don't even. Well, I'm going to do this real fast. I don't like that. No, that looks good.
That was
All right,
better.
so
That was better. Let's go back.
this real fast. I don't like
Yeah, it was a
that. No,
little
that looks
bit.
good. All right, so my wife
Wait,
has
how about
a
he
date
flicks it on?
tonight. She's
Hey,
He flicks it on, says that looks good, and then flicks it on. Like, what?
Yeah. Push-Up says it's the light from the inner hot water slide. I guess, because that is orange. That bottom part is orange. But how's it doing it to the whole room? Like it's
Yeah,
I know this is a brick wall, but it's just making it so orange. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Even some of the books in the corner, like underneath, are like pinkish orange. Like it's just everything, but his shirt is some shade of orange.
Yeah, it's wild.
wing woman for Push-Ups at a whatchamacallit? Speed dating. And we've been going over.
It wasn't speed dating, just a
No.
singles night. But yeah.
We've been going over lines, and where someone says,
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Push-Ups. Did Kiki come with a list of lines for you to use on women? That's fucking awesome if they did.
speed dating, and we've been going over lines, and where someone says, are you with him? She goes, oh my God, I was, but that penis, I just started walking normal, right now. Good
Stuff. I like it. They say speed dating is a troll. Fair Push-Ups. I'll give you that. This is pretty good, Moon Crickets. I've just been watching Seinfeld again. Gino's house looks like the Seinfeld episode when Kenny Rogers moved in across from Kramer's apartment. Yes, I literally watched that like 2 days ago because it's all on Netflix. I've just been fucking, when I'm don't know what to put on the TV, I just go, fuck it, I'll go back to Seinfeld. So good call, Moon Crickets.
Not bad, right? Oh, what? What do I look like? An equestrian? I can't ride that horse all day. Try one. Come here, honey. Come here. You look great. Watch this.
Let's workshop some pickup lines. I like it. Yeah.
I'll sit right here, beautiful. Please come here. Okay.
I mean, that's a good line right there. Push-Ups. Just try that one. Sit here, you beautiful, please. Although I'd point to my face rather than my lap.
Yeah,
But,
no, that might be-
whatever. Obviously, Robbie, it's very inappropriate. For the record, thank you, Push-Ups. For the record, she didn't actually say that to anyone. Well, that's disappointing. I would have liked to have heard how that went. But anyway,
Probably get thrown
Now
out.
I'll be okay. So Push-Ups is 6. Push-Ups is 6. Who's already fucking disgusted.
That guy,
Are you with?
dick? And
Well, don't you just rushed.
he
to
has
it.
a golden retriever
No.
named Martini
No,
and a
this-
chocolate lab
no,
named
no.
Scout.
No, you're.
that would probably get Kiki's on the right track here. I think that probably would work. That'd get the girls going for sure.
You got it.
And he has a penthouse on Madison Avenue, and he
Not bad,
is
not
the
bad.
CEO of Snapple.
What?
Wow, Push-Ups, and you only give $2. Jesus.
But
That's what we decided.
it's better to do things you can't verify, hun. Oh, date him? Not anymore. I just started walking right after 2 months.
Oh wait, do I date him? Oh, not anymore.
Right.
I couldn't handle it.
Watch this. I got one. Just yell, do you still date him?
I mean, we know what you're doing, Gino. We don't need Kiki to yell. Just do your line, dude. Like, come on.
No. Do you like having to have your hip? I rushed it. Stupid. Date him. Do you like having to have your hip put back in socket every 2 weeks? Oh, that's the line. That's the line.
It. That's the line, push-ups. That is the line. Because you've got a huge dick and you fuck like a machine.
The line. Yeah. If my hip was knocked out of joint one more time. By yeah, and then you go by his dick. He's got a really big.
Oh, is that what you meant? Sorry, fuck. I was all off on the wrong track. Fucking hell, headlining comedian. Jesus Christ,
dick, a punishing dick. He was the sweetest man I ever dated. The only thing abusive was his dick.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I'm clipping that. That's a nice ISO. That would just be a good way to introduce a guest. Like it, for example, if when Shmuel showed up, I could have played that. Let's just hear it again.
Man I ever dated. The only thing abusive was his dick. It was punishing. And by the way, yeah, here's what we gotta do. We gotta put an over under. Now, does this date end, Keanu? And by the way, we'll get to this in a moment. The universe provides. Bob and Patrice.
God, seriously. Focus, Gino.
What did he send? 4 traditional wings. Why'd you only send 4? Ken was like, don't eat all the wings. I'm like, come on.
What were you talking about?
You guys don't understand that the universe provides. So my wife is running.
You were going to do an over under, Gino. What happened to the over under? All right,
What?
the universe provides. Hey, what? Sorry?
What'd you say? What was the over under?
No, he was going to do an over under.
Oh.
But then he looked down and saw the fucking bag on the floor and went, oh, I better talk about this now. Fuck the over under. Fuck push-ups.
Late because we were going over lines, right, baby? Yeah. We're going over lines for the gig, for the blessed gig.
How far away is my Uber?
Oh, and so she's like, I'm running late, and she looks so beautiful. I'm like, I don't want you walking to the subway. She's like, an Uber. In Uber is $45. I'm like, baby, the universe provides. So then I do the line. Hold on, let me check this.
Well, yeah, no. The universe provides is an interesting discussion. Push-ups, thanks for another $2. Keanu said to tell them I adopt puppies. Look, it's not a bad move. It's not a bad move. Did you tell anyone that you adopt puppies? Maybe that's how you got a number. Anyway, let's hear about how the universe provides for the Thompsons. Is it your in-laws, Gino?
Why do we have a missed call? Maybe it's here. I have a missed 741 call. Uber. The driver's here. He's here.
She's only now got to walk down 5 flights of stairs to get to that driver. Oh, hello. All right. Hello. He's not big timing us. He is not. Do I still have that thing on here or did I delete it? No. All right. I put a lot of work into this. So we're going through the whole 2 minutes. I'm actually going to have a piss while I do this, while we introduce our guest. We played this once before, but we're going to play it again.
I'm not in the fucking mood. If you want to tell me what to do, right? If you want to tell me how I should run my show, how I should do this, what I should do there, who I am, tell me. You can tell it to me privately, but if you're going to say it publicly and stuff, show me a reason why I should listen to you. I feel lucky to hear you, and I did that on purpose, Aussie guy, because you were here. I wanted to keep the music going just to be annoying. So there you go. I fucked up. And I'm like, oh, you have the link, And then he was in the chat going, "You didn't send me the link." And I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but that's what got it started.
So there we go.
Just like, Jesus Christ,
Come on.
you know, I'm trying to fill 6 hours a week.
There you go.
So that's the, and so that would have been that would have been better. But I felt like it wasn't like they basically, it seemed to me, and tell me if I'm wrong.
There you go.
That was the second question, Shmuel.
Jesus.
Well, the second question was sort of asked by Mr. Christian. How do you avoid getting involved in the beefs? Like, do people try to involve you in them and you just stay away from them, or are you I don't know, do you just say bullshit, I'm not going to do it?
I had no intention of derailing anything.
You've come to save the YouTube and the internet and all of us from poor streamers like me. It's time. It's time.
I agree.
And it is time. It's time to accept it. It's an infection we've all set upon the Dabbleverse, and he's here. I've learned to accept it. Welcome, Shmuel.
Good evening, from your favorite dumb old grandpa lolcow.
I thought the numbers were going to fucking climb when you showed up, and they've just plummeted. They've almost halved, and they weren't good in the first place. It's wild.
Well, I got all the KB people mad at me, so they're gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you do to? Oh, of course, because KB wants to fight you.
Well, he wanted to fight me. I accepted. Apparently, he backed out. I haven't heard that yet from him. And then Stevie Lou and I got into a fight. Well, Christian Blatt was in that too on Hughesy's show. And then there was an argument. Something about KB's family came up, and there you go.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Frank was in the chat earlier. I'm scrolling up. It might be gone. I don't know. I'm not going to go find it. But yeah, it got brought up about it was Lemmy's kids. Someone brought up that. He talked about Lemmy's kids. I personally don't remember that, but
well, because it didn't happen.
Yeah, look. It got interesting though with Stevie Lou today. We got a little bit of crazy Christian where I've never seen that from Christian Blatt before, where he just started yelling at Stevie of like, "You're the only person that's been talking for 20 minutes."
I didn't know Christian could yell. Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I've never seen him that red before.
Yeah, I wasn't actually watching, so I didn't see him get red. Look, Stevie came in hot, ready to defend the boss, KB. And look, I'm here to defend the boss. I mean, I think I've been leading the charge in terms of someone needs to beat you up. And it'd be best for an elderly man to do it, right?
I'm up for it. I'm ready to go.
The other person on there today also was Joey C. And it was all sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops until Stevie got there. But Joey has a lot of time and a lot of respect for Stevie Lou. So, Shmuel, first of all, I just want to kick off with this because I clipped this. I found this very, very funny. So before Stevie Lou got there, Joey C was asked about the fight, the proposed fight or boxing match, as it were, if you will, with yourself and Kevin Brennan. And this was, oops, let's remove Gino for the moment. This was Joey's response to that at the time.
With Kevin Brennan, when you see him doing this kind of shit, that he wants to fight the wonderful and talented Shmuel, the Dockman Buckman, what goes through your lovely head? Hit the like button.
I mean, I believe I'm 60, Shmuel's over 60, and Brennan's over 60. So I think it's kind of stupid, at this point in life, if that's what you got to do, you got to do. You do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, it's hilarious. Brennan, but Brennan, I'm a strong believer he could back up himself in a fight, though. I believe he probably is a tough guy.
So Joey's very calm here. Yeah.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, it's silly. It's silly for men in their 60s to want to fight over internet drama. That'd be wild. First of all, Push-Ups, thank you for the $5. Very kind of you, Push-Ups. Thank you for your service, Shmuel. God bless America. Yeah, we don't like to remind people that Shmuel's a veteran because it makes people.
I was being. Oh well, thank you for your service.
No, it's bullshit. Don't worry about it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that makes people have respect for him. We don't want people to have respect for Shmuel.
Oh.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, it's true that I did it, but I mean, I was in the military for like 4 years. It's not like a big deal. Go ahead. Sorry.
Did you serve on the front lines though? Right?
Yeah. What front lines? Grenada?
Well, I mean, guess, yeah.
I'm back. I go back in the days when we were worried that the Soviets were going to drop bombs on us. Yeah.
Fair call. The 80s and 90s weren't necessarily as, I guess, risky in terms of wars. I don't know. I'm just thinking back to what we had. The Gulf War, obviously. Anyway, let's not.
Yeah, let's go here.
Yeah, let's stick to Devil first. But thank you for the $5 Push-Ups. We will get back to you, Push-Ups. I know, Shmuel and Dino are linked now, famously. But Shmuel's just got this thing going now where he's got to fucking beef with people on Hughesy's show. It seems to be your whole gimmick. I mean, I started it. I was the first. But now Shmuel has said, no.
You were the first? Who did you beef with?
Well, it was the steel toe thing on Hughesy's show. Was it?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The rat fuck piece of shit.
Rat fuck piece of shit. Yeah, that was the first. But Hughesy does all these shows at 6 p.m. East now, and that's like the window of time that is never possible for me in any circumstance. So unfortunately, I can't jump on Hughesy's show anymore. But Shmuel has taken the fucking torch and he's running with it. And let's go to Joey C now. So Stevie Lou came on. You and Stevie Lou had a bit of a fight, a bit of an argument, let's say. Christian Blatt was obviously there. Joey's a big Stevie Lou guy. So after that, you niggled Joey C a little bit, Shmuel. So let's just to recap, Joey C just said men in their 60s fighting, that'd be fucking insane. Like, we're all too old for this shit. This is about an hour later.
I'm a rat, but you won't say
rat.
it. I promise you that. I promise
Rat.
you that. Rat, that's right. Yeah. That's right, buddy. But you won't say it to my fucking face. I promise you that. That's what the difference between a man and a coward.
Two 60-year-old men here, all right? It's a 60-year-old man talking to a 60-year-old man.
No, the difference between the thing about being a man is that getting physical is stupid.
I agree, Shmuel. I agree.
It doesn't do anything. All right, Joe, you're all man.
Really?
You're all man.
You're not a man.
You're all man, Joe.
Hey, Joey, and Eckle, I apologize for stealing your bit here, going after Joey C. But Joey, leaning into the camera doesn't make it more aggressive. It just makes you look like a retard talking in front of his microphone, and no one can really hear what you're saying. So, yeah, I know you want to lean into the camera and intimidate Shmuel, but I've not seen anyone intimidate Shmuel at this point. He's pretty fucking ice cold in that respect, hence a veteran.
I am all man, that's for sure. I promise you that much. Promise you that much.
Hey, Lemmy, who do you think's gonna
Anytime you want to come and talk to my face, you let me know, Shmuel. I'll be glad to accommodate you. Any fucking time. I'll even fucking fly to where you're at. Let me know.
You got to probably do 2 or 3 streams. So first.
No, I don't think so. But you believe what you want to fucking believe.
Joey,
right,
Joey, take your blood pressure pill and
I don't need to take my blood pressure
call
pill.
me later.
You know what?
All right.
I don't know if you noticed. I'm almost down to 200 pounds. Almost under 200 pounds. You go kiss suck a dick, all right? Do what you do best, all right?
There you go. Hey, Lemmy.
So I loved that from Joey. That's just a classic example of Joey C. You saw the really calm, chilled out Joey at the start there. Like, I don't think men in their 60s need to be fighting. And then an hour or so later, Joey C is ready to fly Shmuel out to say it to my fucking face.
Slap it right in the face.
You haven't quite the run on Hughesy's show lately, Shmuel. Today's came out of nowhere. Stevie Lou was not involved. Well, actually, the first one came out of nowhere because, like with me, Gino was not invited. although granted, with me, I guess I kind of invited him by baiting him in. But there seems to be what's happening lately. I know it's not a conscious thing on your part. I know that's not the kind of person you are. But yeah, I don't even know how to word this question. I started talking and went, "Where are you going with this?" But you're happy to get into it, and you seem to be very what's the word I'm looking for? Unflappable. Today with Stevie Lou, he went pretty hard in defense of Kevin Brennan, and you've been, you know, I'll say as someone who listens to your show regularly, you are certainly keen to troll Kevin about his income, and that's what Stevie Lou was on about. Stevie Lou's been a fan lately. Are you perplexed about his current situation?
Yeah, I mean, he's been a fan. It's Stevie Lou, so anything is possible. I mean, right? We know him first from tossing over the desk at Compound, so the man has a temper, and I like Stevie. I like Stevie Lou, which is funny. I mean, I do like him, but he's Kevin's attack dog.
Yeah, I mean, Stevie's a moron, but it's fine. I'm happy for you to be a moron. I think the most interesting thing that came out of that, and if it's the truth, Kevin Brennan's paid Stevie Lou $50,000 over the past 4 years, or close to $50,000 over the past 4 years.
Yeah, according to
Stevie. Wild that you would talk about what someone's paying you for starters. That's first and foremost. But B, Kevin, for what? Like, I understand he's the quote unquote bodyguard. Is that the case, Schmill? Is he being paid for security?
So look, from what I understand, he's essentially like Kevin's personal assistant. So that's
right.
That's what. And I know that like when links get sent from Kevin, they come from Stevie, right?
Right, so that makes actually that Kevin Brett. That's why people call him the boss, then, right? $12,500 a year to be on your beck and call. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's even if it's 30, it's still a lot, right?
Exactly. Well, good point.
So,
but he was very braggadocious, shitting on Christian. Sorry, Christian. Shitting on Christian because, and look, I was actually surprised that Christian revealed the deal that he's got going with Carl. That was an interesting part that came out of Hughes' show today. But Christian revealed that Carl takes a piece, Christian takes a piece, Eric Zane takes a piece of all these broadcasters, which honestly makes sense. And Christian explained that, we wouldn't get these numbers if we weren't on Carl's channel. Like there's just a built-in fan base. All that I kind of get that. But yeah, Stevie was all over Christian for that. They're like, Christian's paying Carl to do a show.
Kicking up. He's kicking up.
Yeah. I don't know. Stevie just wouldn't shut the fuck up though. I kind of criticize you sometimes. I know $2 Dan likes to say you up your gain, so you're fucking talking over. Yeah, you're louder than people when you're in an argument. But I do despise it. I hate people talking over each other on shows. It's like, well, nobody's point. Yes, Robbie does know that. But like, nobody's point is being heard here when everyone just keeps talking. Like I say, you do it a little bit, but I get it when someone's just screaming at you, it reaches a point where you're like, I've got to interject. But what were you thinking when Stevie came on and just started fucking railing on Christian and all that? Like, what was the moment where you thought you had to take over?
I don't know. It was just going on, and I thought, well, I'll just be kind of not an ass, but I'll go back at Stevie, and then Hughesy will shut us down. Like get control. To just because I thought that it was going to be like that, where the two of us were just going at it and nobody was getting a point across. but Stevie was just trying to power through stuff with that. You know, whether I like, frankly, I think the Stevie getting sensitive about Kevin and what, like, Kevin is free to call Shuli a pedo, right? He's been doing it for years. Been trying to, goes after people. Ashley's a whore. This one's a prostitute. You know, on and on and on. And it's and you say something about Kevin, and it's just like, oh, you know, the panties are all in a bunch.
That was crazy to me. Like, yeah, Stevie started going at you about, oh, you know, you bring up Kevin Brennan's not showing up to his brother's funeral or whatever, and like I was immediately like, didn't Kevin get like TMZ, a TMZ bump from laughing at Matthew Perry's death and you know, like you say, constantly just calling people pedos and all that. Like, yeah, Stevie Lee, it's not like, stop clutching your pearls, dude. Like, it's what people do in the Dabbleverse. And yeah, Kevin goes out of his way to like get people's fucking get people rolled up. So you've got to expect it to come back. Chris Mack says Stevie gets a lot of hate chats coming in. For the record, I like Stevie. I think Stevie is. Oh, hello, Jamie Lee Knoxville. Greetings from Los Angeles, California, USA. It's back up. YouTube's back up on the West Coast, it would seem. Not for our channel. But anyway, thank you, Jamie Lee Knoxville. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Stevie, he has these periods of time where you're like, Stevie's all right. You know, like, he's not a complete fucking moron. Oh, really? Sorry, I was just reading something else. He's not the biggest moron, but then there's just so many times where I see tweets or I see him on shows and all that. It's like, no, you're a moron. Like, you really are a moron. The East Side Dave thing, and I'm glad you brought that up. I asked him, I believe it was off air. I was going on Bedabbling Live, and Steve was there. Maybe it was on air. I don't remember, but I asked him, was that shit real or was that fake? You know, like just a bit for the show. And he goes, oh, no, that was 100% real. Now, whether he's telling the truth or not, I don't care. If that's 100% real, that's craziness. That's real.
Stevie, he's got a temper. I mean, but that was a long time ago. It's got to be like 8, 9, 10 years ago. And it was weird because like the other night he was on and he was just, everything was great. His life was going great. And then he came in tonight all, you know, fire, filled with fire. But
yeah, and I watched. Obviously, I've watched the clip of him flipping over the table and that, and like Stevie doing his stand up before that, like it was horrible. Sorry, Stevie, but that was horrible stand up. It was barely material, and they were busting his balls. So if that was legit, yeah, that is psychotic. Now, the crazy thing that came out of it, I think, Schmill, and I'm sure you agree, is, I mean, first of all, the way Stevie worded it was that, what did he say? He was, Kevin's brother was, I've forgotten how he worded it. But anyway, he confirmed that Kevin's brother ended it himself, deleted his profile, YouTube terms of service, all of that. Was that known information or was that just speculation, Schmill?
Look, I didn't go one way or like the other with it. I'd heard it, but it wasn't something that I like checked out or pursued. You know, I don't think it was public.
Mm.
You know,
Well, just
it was suspected, but I don't think it was, like I said, I don't think it was confirmed. It is now, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in defense of Kevin, and Kevin, all I've got to say to that is, but
I see. That's the thing, though. It's like, you know, you got to be careful when you get angry because you say shit you shouldn't, you know, and that's what happened. And I guess that's what makes it so much more sensitive, right? Like, I didn't really know that. I'd heard it afterwards, but you know,
it wasn't something, like I said, I didn't check it out, I didn't pursue it, but I just thought not going was weird.
Yeah, and look, we know he's obviously we know there's a strained relationship with Neil, and look, I don't really give a fuck about Kevin's relationship with his family, but what I do know about Kevin is if that was Melton or Shuley or Carl or whoever, he'd fucking have a field day with it. And that's what was weird about Stevie. And like you say, I think Stevie got a little bit more worked up than he wanted to because, like you said, he's got a special relationship with Kevin. I don't know how impressed Kevin will be or if Kevin will care. I really don't care, but yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
KB's fans, yeah, I Tuna Town sent, put up a post that people in the community are disappointed in me because how people handle funerals and stuff is their business. And I'm just like going, I don't think I've answered it, but I'm just like, but calling somebody a pedophile, right? And just day after day after day, and whore, prostitute, and loser, and that's so. I guess if anything came out of this is Kevin's soft spot.
Well, certainly Kevin's fan soft spot. I don't know that necessarily Kevin will address it, but it's certainly it's funny because Kevin fans, there's a lot of them that like shit on, Melton fans, Carl fans, all of that for being, ball washers and so protective. That came across like that was, I don't know, pretty pathetic in my mind. To me, that was pretty pathetic today of how upset Stevie got. Where it's like, dude, like Kevin goes after everybody. Like misery loves company. He shits on everybody and he goes fucking hard. Like it's wild to me that anyone would be upset by that if they're a Kevin fan. Like I thought, quote unquote, like Chad Zuma, quote unquote, in the mud. Like Kevin's in the mud all the time. Like there's no saying, oh no, that's not fair. Like fuck off.
Yeah, and I look, I think you're right. Probably it is his fans, because if it bothered him, we'd never hear about it.
That's right.
Like because
Kevin's smart enough.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't let it out. I will say that what I find interesting is if I say something about any streamer, right? Everybody's got fans or whatever, but nobody responds like Kevin's fans do with the anger and the vitriol. And it's like you can say something minor about Kevin, and it's just like, you're a fucking loser. He's the most talented person in here. He's the king of the, and these guys that like, it's a joke to call him boss. But I mean, we had Panhandler was on one night, and he's always, waxing Kevin. And he just, and then one time he starts to say something sort of negative, not even really. And Kevin happened to be in the chat. And Panhandler was like, and Kevin texts him, and Panhandler's like, his face turns red, and he's like embarrassed and, trying to back. And I'm like, it's Kevin, So yeah, it is funny that they're they call everyone ball washers and stuff, but I don't think anybody washes anybody's balls more than Kevin's people.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I want to be clear, no shade on Kevin. I think Kevin's very funny and very entertaining and do what you do, Kevin. This is, more of a shot at the people that love to throw shade at others, but got a little bit sensitive today. But Frank is here. If we're talking Kevin Brandon, Frank's going to be here, isn't he, Shmuel? Shmuel, do you think you influenced Ray to think he was underappreciated and ultimately cost him over 10K a year? Well, it was 9K, wasn't it? Frank, come on, I'm going to need to correct you there. Wasn't it 9K? So not over 10K.
It was 9, Frank. But Carlos Danger tonight said it was 12. So,
when did he say
so
that?
yeah, but it was 9. No, I don't think I did. But
your thing was you told Ray that you go on Kevin's show to be shit on, and then you go to your show and get super chats. why go get shit on? Just go do your show. That was kind of your thing, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't my thing. My thing was more that this getting shit on by Kevin was taking a toll on Ray. And it's like, you got to decide what's more important, the money or how you feel. You know?
Yeah, fair.
Because I think, I don't want to speak out of school, but the Ray was getting beat up pretty fucking good, on those shows, and just sitting there for basically 2 hours just getting shit on. And
but isn't that on Ray?
And then, right. Well, no, it is. But then Ray would call around. And then, but the thing is, where they talk about Kevin paying people, this was the whole thing, is like Ray would do that and then expect to get paid. And then Kevin would sometimes pay him, sometimes say he's got to wait until the 21st, sometimes withhold the money because he went on another show. I mean, I guess eventually he would get paid, but Kevin was using the money as a cudgel. And I'm sorry, but to me, $9,000 a year is not enough money to be treated that way. And look, if Ray can't make up $9,000 a year, that says more about Ray than anything else, right?
I totally agree with that, and that's why I think it's on Ray. And so I don't think it's on you; it's on Ray. Like that is what I'm saying. Like if Ray needs that $9,000, then Ray's in trouble. Speaking of which, souptip.gg/USOA, I need that $9,000. Frank, I don't think KB calls Shuli an ISO. He, along with many others, thinks it was strange he announced ESO's crimes. I said ISO and then ESO. Anyway, crimes the day after Dabblecom wrapped, even though he was charged months prior. Frank, don't. This
Frank splitting hairs, I think they call that.
Yeah, no, this isn't Schmil's show, Frank. I have a good memory. Kevin has shouted pedophile network many times. So who are you kidding? Come on, dude. Like, it's yeah, sure. I understand people's theories on it, and I'm one of the people that has called out Shuli for handling that whole situation terribly. It was a fucking atrocious handling of that situation. For over a year to say that, yeah, we talked to him the other day when you didn't know where he was. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I
absolutely disagree, but and not because, like, you're right. I just think that there are different opinions. He could have said, hadn't talked to him, whatever, but he didn't know.
No. They were literally saying, spoke to ESO the other day, he's doing well. They literally said that. There is
right, because they thought he was getting. They didn't know about the stuff, and they thought he was.
How many people in your life would you lie for? There's not.
No, it's not. You're not. No. But it's a different. I think it's a different story, because I think people were asking the question, and Julie was looking at the, like, what's the easiest way to just push it aside and just say, we talked to him, he's doing fine, because it's not like he owes anybody, a real explanation. So I guess he could have just said, no, I haven't talked to him. I don't know anything.
100%. That's what you say. That is 100%. Like, you cannot defend Shuli in that or TSN in that. Like, they chose to lie for a year and a half saying they were speaking to this guy. Then when it comes out what was actually happening, you can't go back and go, oh, well, we didn't know. Too bad, champ. You chose to lie.
I think this was a couple of right, but if they wouldn't have talked to him and they wouldn't have said he's okay.
I agree. I don't think they knew what was going on. I do not think they knew what was going on. I want to make that clear. Like, I don't think Shuli knew. That's why I think it's such poor management to actually say that when you don't know. This guy's been radio silent for over a year, and you're gonna say that you talked to him the other day. You don't know what he's up to. It turns out he was up to something. It's fucking horrible.
I think hindsight. I think hindsight is 20/20. I would normally, if it were another circumstance, I would probably agree with you full-throatedly, wholeheartedly, whatever you want to say. But in this, it was like you're streaming. People knew the guy. They'd met him. I don't know. I feel like it's like you're just trying to put it away. Like, I wouldn't have said I talked to him, but I might have said, I'm sure he's doing fine, something like that. Like, I would have just to put it to the side. But then you get questions, because the other thing is, either way you do it, you're going to get questions, right? If you say, I haven't talked to him in a year, it's going to be like, well, this guy was your friend, and you and then you wind up with more questions and whatever. But yes, I do think it was handled poorly. I agree with you.
Oh, good. Yeah, lies make baby Jesus cry.
But I don't think. But the other thing too is I don't think no matter how it was handled, Kevin wasn't going to go after Shuley.
No, yeah, of course, that's Kevin's game. But again, that's what we know from Kevin, and I guess going back to Ray giving up $9,000 and Stevie going nuts today on Hughes' show, like, how does he get this kind of control over people? Like, I know it's the money, but like, are they that desperate that they need the money? Like, I know Robbie does this for nothing and he lets me abuse him for nothing, but are people that desperate that it's like, I'm gonna just ignore all of this shit? Like,
I'm gonna guess that KB knows who he's getting in bed with, right? And who he can take advantage of and who he can't. And then some people will come in and take it, and other people won't, right? Like, I'm sure that I don't know who they are. I don't really pay that enough attention, but I'm sure he's had guests on that have been on like one time and like, yeah, I don't need this anymore. But we go back to the Ashley thing, right? Where she had been on a few times and he paid her every time. And then she goes on the third or fourth time and nothing. And then he starts with, where's the written contract? Show. And it's just like Stevie's attitude towards well, she's a dumb bitch. So, she's a fucking loser bitch, whatever. And like, so it's okay to do that. And my attitude is like, you kind of establish a precedent, you need to fill. I can't imagine that I would say to one of my employees, I was annoyed with the way you performed this week. I'm not going to pay you for that week, So
no, I understand that, but also like, it's a thing of like you just said, you've got to know who Kevin is, right? And I think you get involved, then you're going to know. You need to know that Kevin's going to do that to you. Like, yeah, Kevin is using it as a power move. And look, everyone that talks about the Dabbleverse, like, all these people that don't want to be associated with the Dabbleverse but talk about it, like Louis J. Gomez and Big J. Okerson and I can't even think of some of the others that have mentioned the Dabbleverse that don't want to be involved. They all know Kevin, and they all know Kevin's crazy, So it's kind of like, if you don't know what you're getting into bed with, then it's kind of on you. Like, and Kevin, I'm happy to do a spot anytime.
No, I don't. But you wouldn't be right. But the thing is, you wouldn't be beholden to it, right? Like, you wouldn't. Look, you take the money, whatever, but you wouldn't be sitting around going, "Oh, I need Kevin to call me," and you wouldn't go on and be totally shit on, and then the next time the link comes up, go, oh, maybe he'll be nice to me this time, or hope that there's somebody worse on,
Yeah. Mick E. Okay, Ray's done. I'm back. Are you serious? You leave us for Ray DeVito, you cunt. How dare you?
I got to cut out 13 minutes early. Sorry.
Hey?
I got to cut out a little early.
I'm going to add another zero to your check, my friend.
Did this get uncomfortable for you and you just felt you need to leave?
No.
I was going to get back to the fun stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I just got like 12 minutes because I said I was going to leave at 8. But...
So let me apologize to you, Robbie, while I'm here.
8:30, by the way. You said 8:30.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
I meant 8. But I can push it. Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
I said, let me apologize to you while here, we'll just jump on that right now. I regret the way I handled your appearance.
Oh, that's fine. It gave us good content for the show, so I don't think you need to apologize.
But thank you, Shmuel, for apologizing to Robbie. I appreciate that.
No, but
Young
yes, I
vibes.
appreciate. Do I say I appreciate the apology if I didn't need an apology? Like, I'm bad with that type of stuff, so I don't.
You
You
can
don't have to say
appreciate it
anything.
without
Dude,
needing
don't say
it. It's fine.
Yeah, don't say anything.
It's all good.
Don't say
Okay.
anything. But
Young vibes.
yours I did handle wrong. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
It's all right. I just want to say, Young Old Vibes has kind of summed up my point in a few words. Brevity is the soul of wit, as they say. You play with knives, you get cut. You might get cut. Yep. That's pretty much it. And Frank says, Clearwater Chat has the best stance on this. Don't expect to get paid, but if you do, it's a bonus. Tukey doesn't pay. If you break down how much Pat has paid Taz, it's literal pennies an hour. Agreed. Robbie has been doing this for nothing forever. Robbie knows how he'll get paid, though. Don't you, Robbie?
Roughly?
Yeah, roughly. I think I've been pretty clear about it.
Come to Hackmania. We'll get you hooked up.
I mean, Robbie, you can give your Venmo at any time. I'm sure people will support. In fact, on Supertip, only on Supertip, supertip.gg/USOA, if you put in a Supertip and put hashtag pay the fat man, he'll, I will pay him.
Yeah, that was very sincere. That last part.
No, I will. No. If you put hashtag pay the
last
fat man.
sentence, you were choking out that. I'll pay it.
No. I'm saying only on Supertip because YouTube is so fucking hard to break it all down and all that shit. Like if you put the hashtag, I've got to figure out which fucking tip, which one it was, which month it was in.
Or you can just do
fucking
PayPal.
YouTube. Just
Robbie the Mariners fan. That works too.
yeah, but then I don't get to steal a bit of it. You know,
That's true.
He's got to take his third. He's got to kick. You're required to kick up just like Christian.
People only know who you are because you're on my channel, Robbie. No, I'm kidding. No, but in all seriousness, I have a stance, and I'll say it. I'll say what I said to Robbie. I'm not paying you to just show up. You got to bring something. You know, like I do a lot of prep into the show. And all that.
Agree.
Whereas I can kind of see it with Kevin, where Kevin doesn't do show prep. Kevin can go live and just get super chats, and some people draw more super chats than others. They deserve a better payday. But I know our audience loves Robbie, and you know what I mean. Like, and I want Robbie to be around, but I also want Robbie to commit a little bit more. You know, like that's all it is. So yeah, it's the paying guest thing. Like, I don't think you pay guests. Sure, you pay co-hosts, but at the same time,
unless your name's Kiki, you pay Kiki.
Yeah, but again, you decide what's worth paying for. Now,
yeah, no, I'm just giving you a hard time.
And that was a one-off, right?
Yeah. Most people don't demand money, but I kind of understand why Kiki demanded money. Like, you guys have done nothing but shit on me for fucking over a year. Like, I do kind of get it, and I was like, all right, $100 is I'll take my chances. And look, I think overall it was probably worth it. But yeah, it's such a difficult thing to decide as a show host, especially when it's not like I'm fucking crushing it over here, you know. Like I was looking at my Super Tip earnings the other day, like total earnings since I got on Super Tip. Like I think we're coming up on a year of being on Super Tip. It's less than Ray DeVito got from Kevin Brennan for a year. I can certainly say that. It's under half of what Ray DeVito got from Kevin. You know, I'm not making huge money over here and all that, but it does get uncomfortable when you're talking about money, and I think Kevin really enjoys that of being able to fuck with people with their money. And again, misery loves company. That's the gimmick. Kevin wants to fucking make people miserable, and that's kind of funny to me.
And he definitely has that. There's something about him. He's like a hunter, you know, that knows exactly which prey they want and where they can find them, and that's how he gets guys on. Like, watch the way that he deals with Chad, the other guys, right? Like, he's always sticking up for Chad. He covers for Chad. He does like, but Chad is kind of an essential part of his show. And these other people, like Karmic or whatever, he doesn't need them. There's going to, you know, they're a dime a dozen. So it's like he'll treat them like shit, you know, and they'll keep coming back.
Yeah, I think Chad's the one, and not that like it's huge notoriety or anything, but Chad had somewhat of a name before linking up with Kevin, whereas I think a lot of the people that are on the show now are like only have a name, quote unquote, because of like they're linked to MLC and that's their only link. Whereas Chad at least had his radio gig, he was doing comedy in LA and all that. There is something different there, and Kevin knows what he gets out of Chad. Like when Chad fucks up, Kevin knows it's going to be a good super chat day for him, so it's worth him protecting Chad. And I think a little bit the same with Felicia as well. I get the same sense of like people get angry about Felicia and they want to fucking shit on Felicia, and Kevin knows, all right, yeah, that'll work. I'll have her on and I'll defend her, and people get angry about it. MLC fans aren't as smart as they think they are, but that's all good. That's all good because NJ's one of them, and we love NJ, and he's very, very smart. So
But they can do, yeah. But see, that's the thing with Kevin, though, right? Is they getting angry and they're shitting on people, and they're sending them bunches of money for that, as opposed to the Stuttering John model, where you're the target, right? So Kevin gets these other people on, and he can move them in, he can move them out.
Yeah.
So it's not like every day.
There's always someone ready to take a spot. Like if Karmic says, I'm done with this, I'm sick of Kevin talking down to me, I'm not doing MLC anymore. Then Kevin will go, all right, well, fuck off. I'll get some other fucking retard.
Does he still go on there? Like, has he been on in a while?
I never see MLC because I never see it live. And then he takes them down. So I only see the clips that pop up around the place. So I'm not sure the last time that Karmic was on, but just before that, and surprisingly, $2 Dan has not got anything negative to say about Schmill. Maybe this beef is squashed, but thank you for the $2. $2 Dan. Hey Robbie, Oreos, Nutter Butters, or Chips Ahoy?
Oh, Oreos all the way. Though Nutter Butters are good. Chips Ahoy are gross. They can be gross because they're like
2 out of 3.
Bite into it, thinking you're going to bite into a soft cookie, and then it's not soft at all. It's a weird texture thing.
Soft cookies are for. Ugh.
You like the hard like cracker.
I like a chocolate chip with a crunch to it. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. See, Robbie's
I want a cookie, not a cake.
Robbie's an cookie kind of guy.
There's a fine line of balance.
We call it Australians and English. I think we call it soggy biscuit, but yeah, I think you guys call it ookie cookie. So.
Oh, my wife just came back from Australia, and geez, stole the Tim Tams or whatever they're called. Is that what they're called?
Yep, Tim Tams. Yep.
And then
did she do the bite the opposite corners and suck coffee through it? That's a big thing.
I don't know. I can't eat that shit, so I don't. It's like, and she tries not to eat it in front of me, but I think that's more because, she's a woman. She definitely eats, sliced apple and yogurt and a nice grilled chicken salad, but I don't see the Tim Tams getting chowed down on. But I do know the package empty.
Well, let her know. Bite opposite corners, long end, opposite corners, and then dip it in your coffee and like suck the coffee through the Tim Tam, and the coffee melts the inner stuff, and it comes through with the coffee. I don't do it because I don't drink coffee, but apparently it's a popular thing.
I'll have to.
See, I don't like Vegemite either. So.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, well, she doesn't bring any of that back. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I reckon you'd be into Vegemite, Schmill, because you're very salty.
Is it salty? It's
very salty. Yeah,
is it?
Yeah. You have some Vegemite, and your mouth will be dry for a month. So it's very, very salty.
I'll have to pee all the time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, should we get back to Gino? I'm sure Pushups is gone at this point, but we were having some fun with Gino. Now that we've got all the uncomfortable stuff out of the way, like Kevin's brother killing himself and Kevin not going to the funeral, and that was.
I didn't say that. I didn't bring it up.
No, Stevie Lou told us that, Kevin. Stevie Lou told us that, and I think it's very, very funny. Very
I
funny.
was very
Yeah.
surprised when he said that. I was like, I don't know. I'll have to watch the clip, but I think in my mind I looked down, like, uh-oh, you know.
Yeah, like I knew Kevin didn't go to his brother's funeral. I had no understanding of why there was a funeral, other than him being dead, of course. Obviously, he was dead for a funeral, but didn't know it was self-inflicted. So there you go. Mickey is saying that I'm un-Australian for not liking Vegemite. Potentially. It's probably why I've got my audience is like 78% American. Don't really give a fuck about Australia. But anyway, I do call myself the Aussie guy, and it is United States of Australia. It's just so people understand that I have an accent. Anyway, dabbling down under, no, Neil didn't die. He probably tried to kill himself after Dave Chappelle fled to Africa, but I don't think he necessarily.
He had enough. He had enough money to come, to put into bed and cry on.
Yes, exactly.
Pillow to lay on. So
he filled his bath with money and just soaked in that for a while, and he felt a lot better about things. All right, let's get back to Gino. As you know, Schmiel, Gino is always on point and is focused, and so we're going to get back to that. I forget where we were, but I hope you're still around. Push-ups.
Hold on, I'm responding to the Uber. Walking down now.
You love how much of a mess both of these two are. That Gino is doing a live stream and has to book the Uber for Keanu, even though she was just on screen, dressed, ready to go. Why isn't she booking her own Uber? But anyway.
All right, baby. It is a Toyota
he's got the credit
Sienna,
card.
We're going to get to that.
and 68C are the last three digits. All right.
2 digits and all that.
So I say to the wife who's on her way to her date, text me when you know the lay of the land. If you want me to meet you for a drink or how late you're going to be, whatever. Just let me know. All right, so
how many doormen you're going to blow? Whatever.
Yes, I cannot stomach the zummick. So the universe provides. And I says, Mabel, I says, I'm like, let me get you an Uber. She's like, it's $45. I said, it won't be that much.
Right. Oh, hang on.
So, of course, I log on to Uber. We get the wait and save $38, which is nothing. And then
$38, which is nothing. The first comment, there's like 7 comments on this Gino stream. The first comment under this stream was, yeah, it's nothing when you don't pay your credit card bills. I forgot to get the person's name. Robbie's in the chat. I had something come up at John Doe, nothing major.
He asked where I was the other day.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've seen his comment now. Sorry, I thought something come up right now. I was like, oh, shit.
No.
It's all good. It's all good. So, yeah, Gino.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, that was. I played it up a little bit because I was actually nice about Robbie for a change. I asked people to go flood his Twitter with nice comments rather than negative comments because I thought that might freak him out a little bit. Just trying to switch it up a little bit.
Oh,
I did that the week you were away. Yeah.
Oh, well, I got 0 of them.
No, I know because nobody's interested in doing that.
No.
They only do it when I tell them to call you a fat piece of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They get the bit. They get the bit. By the way, still nothing on supertip.gg/USA saying USOA saying hashtag pay the fat man. So looks like you're not getting paid today either.
$500 in PayPal, though.
Oh, you better not have. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. Would that be something?
It wouldn't it be if fucking Chandler's around. Do it. Frank, out of everything Gino could say about Chad, I wonder why he chose to say he's gay. Because it's the lowest hanging fruit, Frank. Like, everyone's been calling Chad gay for how long? Fucking years. Gino's got nothing. And he reaches like where Gino was shitting on Schmuel. He talked about Schmuel streaming on vacation. Like, I said at the time, I think I might have even said it on Dabbleverse Live. I said, someone's been watching $2 Dan. Because that was the only person who was bringing up Schmuel streaming on vacation. Like, Gino just sees what he sees. He's not in the Dabbleverse, but he sees what the Dabbleverse is saying about these people. So yeah,
My favorite part of that though was right after he said it, and then he's like, "When I'm on the vacation in the Dominican Republic, I'm not well. I mean, I have an obligation to my Patreon fans." And somebody pulled up like he's got like 10 people on Patreon. It was a really small number.
I think he actually. This has been a few days, but I think he does start talking about his Patreon in this clip. Actually, Shmuel, so we can break down those numbers, and I can start yelling at our supporters for not, getting the same support.
As I'm ordering the Uber, once I've committed, once I've said the line from the greatest book ever, which, Jesus Christ. Once I've said the line, which I've since memorized from The Power of the Subconscious.
So why do you need to find the book if you've memorized it?
Just mine. I like money. I love it. Spend it wisely, constructively, and judiciously. Money is constantly circulating in my life. I release it with joy, and it returns to me multiplied in wonderful ways. It is good and very good. Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance. I use it for good only, and I'm grateful for my good and for the riches of my mind. And as I'm doing that, as I'm ordering a $38 Uber, I get a text from Bob, who after already...
By the way, that $38 Uber, when Kiki looked it up on the app, it was $45. But they had to squirrel it down to $38. Had to find a cheaper Uber. So money is in abundance if that $7 makes a difference. But sure, Gino, carry on about how money is in abundance.
Yeah, look, man, I do that if I take the Uber to the train here, it'll be like $9.83. And if I do the 5 to 10 minute wait, it'll be like $9.38. And I'll take the 5 minute wait, and just because I can, But it's always the people that always tell you that, it doesn't matter. It's nothing, are always the people that don't have it,
Well, it's the thing, Shmuel, though. Like, I've got a saying now as I've gotten older. I'm never late for anything because I don't care about being late. And when you don't care about being late, like, problems don't come up. You're like, it'll be fine. Like, this is the thing of, she's late. She can't catch the train. She's late. She's going to be 30 minutes late or 15 minutes late or whatever. If she gets an Uber, she's 5 minutes late, I feel there's a lot of that. Like, if you are worried about being late, you'll pay the $7. Like, Shmuel, I get it. You saved 50 cents on a fucking Uber. That's good fucking.
Well, I'm not gonna be late.
Exactly.
I
That's
got
my
time.
Point. If you were running late, you'd take the $30 Uber to get you there. That's more my point. Yeah, I get trying to save money. That ain't what this is about.
Buying us a bottle of whiskey that costs that much is like, wings are on the way. Wings are on the way while I'm ordering because the universe provides. Okay, so there you go.
So when you pay $38 for something, getting food that you weren't going to order makes up for that. Is that what he's saying? Like, the universe provides. Well, now I don't need to make dinner because someone bought it for me. You're still out $38. It's not. I don't know. Maybe I look at life differently, but
no, he would have gotten he probably would have gotten the wings anyway, even if he hadn't spent the $38. So he'd have the $38 and the wings. Good thing they doxed him, so now everybody knows where to send food to. Had he just
fucking dumped his woman on a train, he could have had $38 and wings. But no, short-sighted Gino. I'm fucking reaching here.
There you go. And shout out to Bustalo. Shout out to Bustalo, who in the comment gave, in a comment of a previous video, gave mad props to my wife. And he said, Keanu is the best improver going this side of the Atlantic or something. I don't know what it was.
You don't, well, I guess, I don't want to call you stupid push-ups, but if Keanu's the best improv this side of the Atlantic, improv is dead. It's really dead. I've seen her improv. You're not good.
I don't know what it was. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I know who they came from, push-ups. Bob, fan of Patrice. Yes, I understand.
chat, I don't mind. Chat away. I just like to look over, Now, I don't even know what I'm doing or how long I'm going.
Another 2 ISOs from Gino today. Not the pedophile ISO, the isolation of audio of I don't know what I'm doing. That's a great ISO for Gino. And I just gave the same ISO, I guess, technically. But yeah. Thanks,
Well, those
Gino.
eyes look like they know what we know what he's been doing. Little Asian
Just
thing
like
going there.
I think I'm here for you because look, I've never made a secret of this. I am a huge fan of what I'm putting up on my Patreon.
Oh, you're the one.
In fact, shout out. I have 120 Patreon people. Some of you are the best. Shout out to the $100.
Some of them are the best. Fuck the rest of them.
The others are about to.
120 on his Patreon. That's. That actually makes me.
I wonder how many of them have just forget that they've signed up years ago and just keep paying.
Is that real, Shmuel? Sorry, Shmuel just put something.
It says I looked it up. It says he's had 323 members, but I don't. They're like people that are signed up for free.
Yeah, no, there's free. Yeah, he is going to address that, but he has like high rollers supporting him.
According to this, it says he gets $14.40 a month.
Yeah, I just saw that in the private chat. I'm not good at not reacting to the private chat.
Sorry.
I'm not used to the private chat. I'm like, tell me on air or fuck off. The amount of times Robbie has left and then 10 minutes later I look at the private chat and go, oh, Robbie told me he was leaving.
This gigger nets it. Bob Patrice basically is with what he's done. Matt Fagati is. Ron certainly is. I always forget one. Stan Turner's just right on the precipice there. But I have about 200 plus free members. And
so there you go. So what did you say it was?
So 323. So he's got 123 paid if he's got 200 free.
Yeah, all right.
I'm a mathematician.
Well done. You nailed it.
Whenever I send them an email saying, hey, here's a discount code. I'd love for you guys to fucking take advantage of it. Who did I forget with the $100 one? And I didn't even take statins. Smart ass Al's and Will Ehrman.
So now we're going to have to go through the whole list again because he forgot one of them. And John Doe makes a great point. How is he 33K in debt then? Well, we've established it's not $14.40 a month because we know 200 are not paying members. Also, how many of those members just don't know they're getting billed every month? Because I assume it's, what is it, $5 a month, Shmuel? Like, I know he's talking about 100.
5, 10. He's got 5, 10, 25, and 100.
Right.
And that $1,440 number is the number that I came out from Patreon's homepage.
Oh, they actually put $14.40. Yeah, well, because he was saying there's I think there's like $700 or $800 members. So there's $700 right there. So then the others are probably all $5 a month. I'm doing the math quickly in my head. Yeah. That's about right. Maybe there's a couple of $25 members. Interesting. I need to work on memberships.
There's probably a lot of. I wonder if this account was because it says in hot water Gino. Like I wonder if it was the original in hot water Patreon, and I'll bet you that there's because I realized the other day I have 2 Cardiff Patreon memberships.
How's that happen?
Because I used one email, and then I didn't think I was signed up, and I used another email. When I started using the S. Buckman email, because I did everything under like an old email address, and I'm like, I want to put this down. But I get like, Google membership charges for $3.19 or $5.42, and I have no idea what I'm a member to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a member to a lot of channels. Most of mine are gifted, but there's a few that I subscribe. Actually, funny enough, Blind Mike and Tukey and Cardiff started that show yesterday, and it's Patreon exclusive. And I was like, fuck, Patreon. I would have watched it, and I'm like, hang on, I'm a Blind Mike Patreon subscriber. I can do this. So I actually watched it because I forgot. I literally forgot that I subscribed. So you do that. Yeah, you sign up to share and you forget. And then when you've got, for whatever reason, you've got no money in that account for that month, like at that on that day, you go, oh, I'm subscribed to that, am I? All right, I'll unsubscribe from that. I don't need that getting charged right now. I forgot I was subscribed. I haven't been there in months. All right, we're nearly done with Gino.
And get by the way, Smartass Al's I don't know if he's in or I hope he's not because I forgot him in the regular thing. But shout out AA Ron, Smartass Al's, this Gigger Nets, Will Airman, Gecko Dundee, Bob Fanapatrice, all with just amazing contributions to the Patreon. Stan Turner. Look, if you go over the years, AA Ron and Smartass Al's, they've been from day one the $100 members. But Gigger, Stan Turner, Gecko, Robert Leake, the plumber, I love him. BFOP, you're all just so much money contributed. Thank you.
Wow. You hear that, folks? There's like 7 or 8 people there giving him $100 a month. Meanwhile,
Wow. Call
I've
those
just got
enablers.
I've just got fucking Rover fucking carrying the bag for us over here. No, people are very supportive to us here, and it's very nice. Yeah, look, I find it interesting. I get stunned when I see a show that is just unwatchable that I want to make fun of, and they've got members. I do genuinely want to know. And one day I do want to talk to Pushups, for example, because I like Pushups. Pushups has a good sense of humor about all of this stuff. He's a big fan of Gino and Kiki, and I just love to talk about it. You know, like nothing, no negativity about it. I'm just interested as to what's entertaining about it, because it doesn't do it for me, other than when I think I find myself entertaining, I guess, bringing it up. All right, that's done. We're done with Gino. Let's go to there. There we go. Dabbling Down Under. He's going live in, I think, about 2 hours. Dabbling Down Under, you going live? Off topic, but the Super Tip team are plotting to turn off Karmic's access to his on Friday, and then he's given the applause and the red lights. You don't have to put on a red light. Doing a Ray singing, but
Is there a reason why?
yeah, I need more information on that. Dabbling Down Under. I'm not comfortable with that unless he's like really breaking some sort of terms of service. It's not a good look for the company. Like, there'd have to be something serious related to that. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Well, Robbie, you would nod your head. Like, what are your thoughts? Would look bad for the company unless he's done something egregious?
Well, yeah, because it gives me flashbacks to when, not to be a Gino and talk about COVID, but like, no one liked the days where, depending on what you say, all of a sudden your videos get pulled or your accounts get pulled. And I've always been one, I just rather let everything go. Just like, but, so unless he's like threatening somebody that works at Super Tips or something, why would, I don't know. If it's just like they don't like him as a person and they find his stuff to be somewhat offensive, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why would
no, I agree. It's interesting. Dabbling Down Under says, watch it on my stream.
Maybe is the word I'm looking for. Is maybe
yeah. Watch it on my stream later. Milton broke it. And Easy123 says Milton NLO bump incoming. Be cool, guys. So yeah, all right. So there's I'll be on with Dabbling Down Under shortly. So yeah, we can talk about it. Everyone's head over there. Obviously, Milton's talked about this while we've been live. I don't know circumstances. I wonder how quick the Clippers will be to get that.
There is a clip up.
Is it?
I saw something before I came in, but I don't know who put it up or.
Let me have a look here. Let me have a look. Is this logged? Yeah, that's logged into the correct account. Fuck, where are we? Where's subscriptions? Oh, I wish this was like the app. Yeah, the app has got all the things you subscribe to at the top of the screen. All right. So would it be? Who would it be? Dirty Jersey. Do this on the fly. Why
It's
not?
probably a good.
Dirty Jersey.
Follows me.
Dirty. This
While
one's
you're
on the Aussie guy account. Yeah, you go, Schmill. Vamp for me.
While you're
Schmill.
looking for that, let me just back to Gino for a second. So
Yeah.
the day after Gino and I had our little beef, he did a stream that was like really quite the cope stream, I think you kids would call it. But
we covered it.
On the cope stream, he's like, "Oh, and Anthony Kumi texts me to like, say what a shit that Shmuel Buckman is." And what's so funny is that was the day that Anthony started following me on Twitter.
Oh wow.
So, Gino, I'd
Still
love to
hasn't
see the
done that.
text that if it existed, because he had the look of, ever watch somebody say something that they're quite not telling the truth,
Mm-hmm.
and they hope it slides by. That was all right.
Oh wait, this is logged into the United States of Australia channel. Oh, you're fucking shitting me. Go
Oh,
away.
All right.
Phone starts ringing. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That means I have to search the channels because I don't subscribe to shit on the United States of Australia channel because I'm never on it. I'm always on the Aussie guy account. I thought I was logged into. That's annoying.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Isn't this great? Like people said, NLO bump incoming, and I'm just sitting here like a fucking Shmuel Buckman, just going, "What am I doing here?" Shmuel, have a look for me, will you? Have a look.
I'm looking right now.
Find on the Clipper channels. All right. Well, pretty antisocial.
I don't know what it is. Somebody will know it. Doom on X. Thank
Doom
you.
on X. All right. Well, my
Yes.
X is open. And that was open on a tab somewhere. Pretty antisocial. Are you up late or up early? What's going on there? All right,
it's
calm down.
11 o'clock.
Calm down, piss wife. Deans are slow tonight. Oh yeah, it is only 11:20. You're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop at about 11:30. So
That's all right. Yeah, that was Robbie's original time.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it. All right, Doom's Payer is what we want. Oh, hang on, no, I got to share this. Thank you, Pest. Just while this is on screen, I'll just quickly do this. Share screen. Notifications. Share. Oh, add to stage. I'm doing a Shmuel. It's Robbie. You like that, Robbie? No?
I laugh, but that's not the first time I've been sent that picture.
Oh, really? There you go. Anyway, sorry, that was serious distraction. All right, I'm supposed to be finding Doom's Payer.
The least you could do is if you're going to make fun of me, tag me and follow me in it in the tweet you're making fun of me of.
That's true. That's only fair, Pest. If you could do that at Mariner Robbie, give him a follow if you're going to insult him.
It'd be funny if he actually does, and I'm the douche.
I just put the link in the private chat.
Oh, you did? Ah, beautiful. All right. Here I was looking for it by myself like a doofus. Let's open that in a new tab. I mean a new window is what I meant. There we go. All right. Let's pause that and we'll go over here. All right. I'm fucking crushing it. Must be this one. Yep. Share. Is that the one? Oh, at stage. Here we go. That's the one, isn't it? Let's get this back to the start.
That's it.
All right, let's go. Let's hear Melton's announcement about this.
So I think everybody can go over there to Karmic's channel and just report it. Report it. Find anything he says that's remotely threatening or anytime he insults anybody, report him for harassment and bullying and help him just like lose his channel. Just get it gone. This guy doesn't deserve a channel. He doesn't deserve money. He doesn't deserve happiness.
All right, this is not sounding good. It's not sounding good from Melton's perspective right now. I hope this turns around because this is indefensible at this point.
Well, he
I'm
struck
happy.
so thorough Joe Burrow today.
Oh, did he really? Oh, you do not.
Yeah,
You
he went.
do
He
not.
had he on X, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no. You don't do that.
So
Karmic.
right. I think this is like retaliation, but these wars never end well.
You do not fucking strike so thorough Joe Burrow. He is fucking fantastic.
He's the man.
He's the man. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Ports him. And that's why this Friday we're going to be turning off Karmic super tips. Because if he's doing stuff against the YouTube terms of service, and Haley brought that to our attention.
It gets worse. She just posted
it. She sent me a bunch of timestamps. Like, we're, as a new burgeoning company, we can't be responsible for letting like these bad actors bring down the system. So we're gonna I already talked to the board members about it. Everybody's on board. We're disconnecting him on Friday.
Sorry, I got to interrupt with Star and John's fingernails. There's officially a weight limit on the screen. All right. Sorry, let's scooch that back a fraction.
We're disconnecting him on Friday so that he won't be able to get super tips anymore. Because enough's enough. You know, this guy's a serial harasser and he belongs in the box factory. That's a fact. Happiness gone. This guy doesn't deserve it. So aside from reporting his channel, Super Tips is out of there on Friday, and he can complain all he wants, but this decision's been made by all the shareholders, and we don't want somebody this toxic on our platform.
Well, I, for one, I've watched enough Melton over the past 3 or 4 years to know you better sort shit out, Karmic. I would be getting on the line to Melton and Moody and all of those and trying to save this, because that is very, very serious. I've heard Melton give some speeches, like some bullshit speeches before. This one's legit, Karmic. Clip it. Dirty Jersey right here. Dirty! Clip it. This is serious, Karmic.
Doesn't deserve happiness. That's a hell of a line.
Well, I mean, it's been proven. He's dating Felicia Gillespie. But I don't want Super Tip to be brought down from your poor performance, Karmic. This concerns me as a Super Tip user. Does it concern you, Schmill, that Karmic is sullying the name of Super Tip?
What is he doing?
Sullying the name.
Oh, sullying. I thought you said selling, and I was like, no, I don't. Look, I think the guy's a piece of shit, and people that strike other channels, look, there are reasons to do it. I get that, okay? But just because like a picture went up that you don't like, bullshit, you know? Or the block, the guy's, I don't know. I think the guy's toxic. And it's a hit for Super Tips, because all-time leaderboard, he's number 10.
It's fucking hurtful. It hurts me. It really does. I've not got a single Super Tip today. And did you all know Shmuel Buckman's on the show? I have Shmuel Buckman's voice now. Fucking insult him in his own voice, please. Nobody did it to Kiki when I had Kiki on. Nobody insulted her in her own voice. Nobody insulted Gino in his own voice.
They like to insult me in my own voice.
And I still need that money for vapes. And this one's nearly empty. Come on, folks. We need to do this right here, right now. Haley says Patrick balanced the TV screen out, so that's nice. Patrick was on one side, Rob was on the other. Hold on. Black Eyed Sue, if he loses all his money, how will Felicia pay him his allowance? Nice, Black Eyed Sue. I like it. Did you see in the comments, Robbie, Black Eyed Sue was not impressed with your comments?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
did you
check
respond?
the comments.
Did you respond? Or?
No, because then
No.
there was this.
Respond now. Respond now. Tell her what you think.
I'm confused if she's being sarcastic or not, because there was a laughing emoji. She replied to her own thing with like a laughing emoji.
Well, we can ask her now. Black Eyed Sue, were you serious, Robbie? Let us know. In a super tip,
like,
Buckman's voice.
certified fact that lady would have been great as an actor in Hollywood, but she's doing a wonderful job, I guess, in the primaries in Texas. I don't know what. As a conservative, I couldn't. Well done, lady.
Pretty antisocial answering. I went Asian for a second. Answering the call for the vape fund, as Delving Down Under calls it. I think I'm going to have to check. Oh, no. Well, yeah, it's an image. I'm actually going to have to make this full screen because I haven't sorted the image layout yet. So let's do that. And thank you, Haley. Pretty antisocial. Thanks for the $5.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Thick King. That's Robbie. Looks way more badass in that
Thanks,
image
man.
than you've ever looked in your life.
Wow.
Thank you, Haley. What? You're gonna
That's
act
what
like
I
you're
mean.
you're gonna act like you look like a badass.
Well, I just keep those photos off the internet of me looking like a badass.
Wait, Black Eyed Sue says, "Yep." What was my question? Was she being serious? I think that was my question, wasn't it? So she's saying yes, she was being serious.
Well,
so do you want to start a fight with Black Eyed Sue?
I'm
Should we
sorry
book her on
you
the
feel
show?
that way.
Should we
Sorry
book her on the
she feels
show to
that way.
fight with you?
No, not really. I'm not.
We still haven't booked Ava on the show.
No,
fight
that would be
you.
interesting.
On Ladies Night, I don't know if you saw. You didn't never watch Ladies Night, did you, Robbie?
I watched bits and pieces. I'm assuming if she mentioned me at all, it wasn't great.
Yeah, no, it was funny because she said, "Oh, that guy's like something like horrible person, disgusting person, something like that." And like literally all the other ladies went, "What? Why?" You know, like they. It was actually quite sweet. Robbie.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I click on it and then I see 4.5 hours. I'm like, fuck, my ADHD has no chance to stand up to this.
Yeah, that was a Saturday during the day where I had no responsibility, so I could.
Yeah,
I think really long that day.
I don't think like it could be my favorite person in the world. You do a 4.5 hour anything. I don't think I can make it through. Well, the Mariners played a 6-hour playoff game, and I watched all that. But even that, like, I was burnt out on baseball for the next 12 hours.
Oh, so Schmills just sent me the. Yeah, I did see this today. Fuck, I forgot about it. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Schmiel. Sorry. This is what's caused the kerfuffle.
Why does Ava hate me, by the way? Just because
when she was watching when you ranted about the trans person at your job that wrote you up like 50 times.
I thought I was pretty polite about that.
Well, I said Robbie, when he gets a bee in his bonnet, he gets a bit fired up and perhaps goes a bit further than he'd want to.
I just feel like accidentally misgendering someone that looks
50 times,
like
Robbie,
the
50
gender
times.
that you're not misgendering shouldn't get you written up in a job. That's all.
No, I agree, but
it would be Ozzy, if we worked together and I said, "Oh, by the way, my pronouns are she, her," and then you reply to me as a he a couple of times, refer to me as a he a couple of times in the customer service setting, even though you had no ill will, and I flipped out and reported you the CEO of the company, would you find what would you would you feel like that was a good experience? No.
I mean, yeah, no, the beard doesn't help things, but you admitted it was like 40 instances or 50 instances of you misgendering. Like at that point, it's kind of on you, you know?
Nah, not really, because she would refer to herself as he would refer to. Oh my god, he would refer to himself as a female still. But other people, it was a very odd situation. Like there was one time. There was 3 guys that were being obnoxious. They were like 16, just being regular teenage boys. He goes, "Ugh, boys and men, you can't stand them." I'm like, thinking to myself, like, wait, you just yelled at me yesterday for not referring to you as a man. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's fair then. Yeah, well, that's what you can talk to Ava about. I'll book it. We're going to make this happen. You're going to explain to Ava how this trans.
I'm not anti anybody. As long you do you and I'll do me, and we'll all be. As long as you don't shoot me, we're all good.
As long as you share your cake. All right, Robbie.
Yeah.
So Thorough Joe Burrow says America's most hated couple sticks to their brand by striking X accounts that poke fun. it was an AI photo, you fucking dolts. And then he tags Karmic and Felicia. Now, I don't know what the original image was, but happy Black History Month. I'm going to assume it was some sort of Felicia
porn?
getting wrecked or something like that, or like that image of that little blonde girl with the 5 black dudes around, something along those lines. I imagine what it was. Shmuel, do you have any more?
It's interesting that they say
I
here
hate that
private
meme, by the way.
violating
It's
our
so
rules
awkward.
against posting
shush,
private
shush.
media. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right.
You talked first. I'm sorry.
The violating our rules against private media, and then Joe says up on the top that it was an AI photo.
Yeah, that's
How's
that is
private
interesting. You see?
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
If you think we've made a mistake, submit an appeal to us. Please know that should you do so, your account will remain locked until it. Yeah, that's how these social media companies work. They will definitely review it in post haste and get everything back up and running for you in no time. All right. Well, yeah, definitely they deserve to lose Super Tip. That's disgraceful. Disgraceful behavior. What do people think is going to happen when they strike channels? Like, how do they think that's going to do well for them? Like, I'll give credit to fucking Aaron, Kiki. Gino's done it. Gino's struck fucking doom, hasn't he? So we can't let Gino off on that. But Steel Toe in particular, like the dude gets fucking dunked on regularly, and like this little piggy these days is literally just people clipping Steel Toe. It's not even those guys putting in the effort anymore. They just show up on Friday and see what Bubble Popper has clipped this week, or Stalin's clipped, or whatever. Like Steel Toe's never gone that route, and I give him credit for that. And Kiki with us, like Kiki does stand by the fact that she doesn't like it, but at the end of the day, it's our right to do it. Like I'll give him credit for that. Obviously, Stuttering John is striking fucking the Shuley Network relentlessly lately. Like it seems like anytime they're on YouTube doing any Stuttering John content, he's striking them. So I don't see how that they think that's going to help the situation. But before I get a response from Shmuel, I'm going to listen to this Shmuel over on Super Tip. Thank you, Last Dabble Standing, for answering the call.
This is the year of Shmuel. You can run from it. You can fight it. I am inevitable.
I am inevitable. Somebody should do some sort of mashup of you and Thanos and AI or some sort of Photoshop.
I actually feel like I might need to slow the voice down a little bit. That was a bit too quick and sharp to be Shmuel, to be honest with you. But I did slap it together pretty quickly.
Or
on Sunday.
Shmuel, the scene with Thanos where he's sitting looking out at as if he's kind of God, looking out at the prairie.
I hate to say, Robbie, you don't have to go through it because I didn't see it. So
yeah, neither did I. So
I'm
sure the audience
I ugly cried at the end of Endgame. Good God.
Josie says, I'd be fucked. I'll do it for you, Josie. See what I did there? Being a disgusting man. Look at all the women in our chat. Look, we got Gina Bobina's here. Tracy fucking Hollywood's here. Fucking Haley's here with a super tip earlier. No Kim Nicholson. I wonder where she went. What's going on with Kim? Has anyone heard anything about Kim? Is there any news on Kim Nicholson?
She was supposed to be on Husey tonight. She said she had scheduling conflicts, and Husey said on the show that she would be on next week. So we'll have to see whether that happens or not.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Okay, I saw the tweets about Husey's show. Kim, just know that there will be someone else on that show to fuck with you, because that's what Husey does. But go for it. I know Keanu wanted to get Ava on for a Wednesday show to talk about Kim. Yeah. Look, I've not really talked about it, but I know the story. I know the situation. And yeah, look into the full story before you judge too much. But also, Yeah, Kim did make a rod for her own back. Like Kim goes hard in the paint, and look, I respect anyone that goes hard in the paint, and I think she's comfortable in her own skin. She can take it. So I think Kim's fine. But when you hear the full story of what was going on in Kim's life at that time, you might feel a little bit of empathy for the woman, I would suggest. But hey, that's just me personally.
She might also be the perfect person to tell these girls where they're going wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Agreed.
I mean, look, there's nobody on the planet besides Keanu and her mother that think the Gino thing was the best choice in the world. Now, that may just be me, as I like to say, reading other people's minds, but I can't imagine. It's like I can't imagine it. But the stuff that Keanu's been doing, look, she got called out on it. But this is like a woman. The woman that called her out is a woman that's been there. So.
Piss wife Dean simming hard, sure. Yeah, no, I'm happy to accept that. And Stone John's fingernails. I mean, who doesn't smoke a bunch of methamphetamine and become a hooker? Agreed. Who doesn't? You're right. I agree. Again, it's not my story to tell. I'm just telling you.
I would, but nobody would pay me.
Same.
And look, if you're going to be a hooker, meth is the best drug to be on. If you're hooking for drug money.
Well, if you're going to be on meth, you're going to be a hooker.
Expensive, isn't it?
I think meth is pretty cheap, but also meth is like really amps up the sexual side of things. Is more what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, last Dabler standing, helping the vape fund. Thanks for the $5.
Slow my voice down. You trying to give me a fucking heart attack?
It's that's actually better.
Yeah. I didn't actually slow it down, so there you go.
It slowed down. That's really weird.
Yeah, I guess it depends on. Maybe it just heard me. Maybe Super Tip's that intuitive that it just hears you say it.
Yeah. Did you notice the little difference between the pictures and the voice and text tips?
What?
Look at the amount of money they take.
Oh, hang on. Let me go to played. Oh, it's probably, the voice tips. I don't know. There's something about the characters, how much per character. I'm not sure what it is. The voice tips do cost a fraction amount more, though, don't they?
That's not really what I'm referring to. Hold on.
What? What are you referring to?
I don't want to do. I shouldn't say anything because we're talking about company business.
All right.
Off. But when you look at your admin stuff, you will see. Hold on. I'm trying to find out where it was.
Wait.
The company cost.
All right. So is that just allowing for super tip? Well, I do get it. Like, it does actually cost money to generate AI voice. So I do kind of get that you know. But anyway, I'm not gonna simp for super tip. I've already been accused of simping for Kim Nicholson, which I don't know when I haven't, by the way. I think I've been simping for her for months. But anyway, and now that I know fucking meth whore, well, fucking game on. But never offered once to. Never said once that she would charge me. So that's good. Chris Mack. Look, it's a good time to be honest. I used to inject heroin directly into my. Wait, what? Carotid?
Carotid.
Carotid.
Right, carotid, of course. Carotid. What a retard. Jesus Christ. I've
Get
never.
right to your fastest way to get it to your brain, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
Inject, whatever it's called. Semaglutide.
God, could you imagine doing that?
You actually get longer lasting effect from less if you inject. I was told. Never tried it myself, but if you inject it,
inject what?
Drugs, whatever, heroin, meth, whatever. If you inject it, you get a longer lasting effect off of less than like people that are smoking meth or whatever. People that are smoking meth rip through it. Like they fucking smash it. whereas injecting it apparently gives you a longer lasting effect that you don't need to hit as soon as if you're smoking it or snorting it or whatever. Mr. Blue Sky, I inject myself directly into other people's conversations.
Same.
There you do. MBS gets it. Gets what, Haley? Are you cross talking? What's going on here?
I got to go.
All right, brother.
Gina
Sorry.
Bobina, 29.
Sorry.
Can you boof meth? I don't know. You want me to help you
seen,
try?
I've seen people, I have seen people do it.
What's boof?
Gina?
Now I got to stay for a second. What's
That's
boof?
injecting it. That's injecting it.
Oh, I thought
No, boofing is sticking it up your ass.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
Sounds like something that
Yeah.
involves your ass.
Well, yeah, you can stick anything up your ass, Gina. Have you not tried?
Well, you can, but will it work? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits you quicker. That's the old thing. All right, see, Robbie.
You can follow.
Just as we talk about sticking things up your ass, the expert's going to leave.
The 64-year-old man is teaching you about boofing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, in Australia, it's buffing, and buffing is fucking, and that could be in the ass or the pussy. You know what I mean? But that's why they have suppositories. It hits you quicker, and if you stick it up your ass, we call it shelving it. Actually, in Australia, you shelve it because you got to get in. You got to get it deep enough till it gets to the shelf where it's locked in tight.
I don't know enough about suppositories. But
thanks for joining us, Robbie.
You could felch it too, dabbling down on it. Hey man, I gotta go as well.
I get it. I get it. Everyone's got to go. Just fucking leave me here. That's fine. Actually, can you guys give me 65 seconds?
Sure. You gotta take a pee.
Yep.
Let's talk bad about him while he's gone.
Yeah, shit on me. Shit on me while I'm gone.
He's a constant complainer. Does he break your balls like a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. He's
I'll ask him. I'll give him like a 2-paragraph DM, 3 parts of which will be like I want advice, and then one thing he'll pick on one thing and insult me, and then ignore the 3 questions I also gave him that needed advice.
And then later on it'll be like, I was helping you out. You know? Does he pay attention?
I don't even get the justification for why he did it. It just.
Do you guys do like work? You know, the show stuff back and forth, and does he ignore you there?
Yeah, he's not great replying to DMs when I do actually DM him, but I don't give him shit for that because he's got kids and work and everything. But it is interesting.
Yeah, because he from me, he expects a lot of preparation and work and constantly complains that I let my guests.
Well, he complains that I don't work too, so there's that.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe it's a thing. So we can't hear you.
Oh, thank God. He's probably saying vicious shit too.
I muted myself. That's right. I don't complain. I just wind you up. But I did love when you're on Doubleverse Live and Mike asked you the question of why I was shitting on you, and you said we do different shows.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we do. We definitely do different shows. That is true.
Definitely do different shows. I don't know what's gonna happen though. Is if I ever get this technology down, will his shine be off me? Will I be gone?
Do you want someone to teach you how to do OBS virtual camera so you can use StreamYard? Because seriously, dude, EVMux completely fucks up your show. You got no idea.
No, it's always been fucked up. No, it's EVMux is fine. Using the web source is what makes EVMux the thing. But I've used OBS virtual camera. It's what I was using in the beginning. When I was using StreamYard. But I didn't like StreamYard. When you start using EVMux, I liked it better than I like StreamYard.
Fair enough. This seems a lot easier. Hey, you're right, Robbie. Actually, I can actually hear that bleeding through.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I was off by a little bit, but not by much.
You weren't off by much at all. 18 minutes you're off by. Yeah, that's well done.
I know people's routines around here. It's how I stay alive.
All right, kids, I'm out.
All right.
See you later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Catch us later.
I'll stick
I'll
around
end
while
this.
you get the plugs, though.
No, it's fine. You can go.
Okay. See you.
All right. Catch you, brother.
Yep. See you.
It was fun. All right, so it's just me now. I'm going to end it like Shmuel ends it. And look, Frank, I deliberately saved this Frank till after he was gone. Take care, Shmuel. Good appearance. Is that the first nice thing you've ever said to Shmuel, Frank? Because yeah, I used to look forward to Frank's chats and Shmuel talk. Yeah, it's good. Pisswife says bye, Robbie. Dabbling Down Under says Shmuel's intro is catchy. Yeah, good. Do you guys want me to look? I got a little bit of time before I'm jumping on with Dabbling Down Under. I could fuck it. Do you guys want me to try and do a segment on my own, all by myself? Try and host a show on my own. One's in the chat if you want me to continue. I still don't need to top up the vape fund. I'm doing a steel toe. We haven't hit the goal. We're gonna hit the goal. Do you want me to hit the goal? No? Oh, Pisswife says yes. I said one's in the chat, Pisswife. Josie says one. All right. Well, we're going to do something different. It's different. It's not Dabbleverse. What I'm going to go to, these happy creatures are what I found, I don't know, probably about a year ago. And I subscribed to their channel. And I hadn't checked their channel for ages. So I checked in this week, and we're going to go to this.
Oh, welcome. If you're new or if you know, this is
Hashtag Just Saying, the podcast version.
Yes, that's right. It is hashtag Just Saying. Some Bostonians who, in the lead up to the Super Bowl, I checked out their show, their latest edition. And it reminded me that it had been about a year since I checked in on them, because I remember them talking about Kendrick's Super Bowl performance last year. And funny enough, they were talking about Super Bowl again. Now, I know I uploaded this clip. There it is. So let's go. So when I stumbled across this show, they had like 5 views. And I don't know why YouTube randomly would give a random show to me like this, like in the algorithm. It just popped this up on my stream, but I clicked on it and went, this is an interesting trio. At the time it was a duo. The third person wasn't there, but I don't know, I found them fun. I like these people. We're not necessarily shitting on them in the way we would shit on, a shitty person like Steel Toe, or the way we shit on Kiki or Gino. It's more of just hey, let's goof along with them, So let's check out just what a way to start a show from these tremendous broadcasters. Do I not have I'll just do that one. There we go.
I have. Just to before people are like, what are you doing?
Electric hand warmer.
These are rechargeable hand warmers.
Right.
You guys ready for some rechargeable hand warmer talk? Buckle up. If you thought the Steel Toe segment on Sunday was wild, this gets wild and crazy.
The only thing I would say is that the size is a little bit awkward. Like you can't subtly sit there like.
How long do they stay?
Nothing worse when you're trying to warm the old fucking hands. Can you imagine if someone walked up and went, "What are you doing there?" Hand warmers. Look, this is not something I've ever experienced. They obviously Bostonians. It gets pretty cold, I imagine. I imagine if you live in Arizona or Vegas or somewhere like that, it's not something you'd have to deal with. California even, but Boston, I bet the hands get pretty chilly. So let's hear about these hand warmers.
They warm for an hour, 2 hours.
They will. I got it on low. Ooh, I'm at like 70, 76, 77%.
Oh, yeah. Now, what temperature does it get to? Like 50 degrees, or I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know the temperature.
How do you not know the temperature? I mean, I know everyone in the chat right now is going, I need to know the temperature. We need to know how hot these things can get, because look, my hands sometimes get pretty chilly. Maybe I need 78 degrees. I don't know. In Celsius, that'd be like 20 something degrees, I think. The conversion. Yeah, I'd like some 20-degree hands. What kind of temperatures can we get?
But it feels good, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Better than those freaking those little packets.
You know what I like about it is that it's instant. Like, because on the packets, you open up the packets and you sit there with them in your hands and you have to wait for them to...
chemical reaction.
Yeah, you got to wait for that.
Damn science.
This is right away, right?
Nothing worse than waiting for the packets. Tukey Shark says it's 20-something. It's 20-something in AZ, Arizona at the moment. But that's like, what? What time is it there? Hang on. I know my time zones. Arizona is that West Coast time or is that Mountain time? So that would be either 9:54 or 8:54 right now. Yeah, that's pretty low. Well, actually, 20 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's really low for Arizona, isn't it? Yeah, maybe you would bust out the hand warmers. Stash, I agree with you. Ball sacks distribute body heat for hands. I agree. Whenever my hands are cold, I put them straight on my dick and my balls. It's definitely warm down there. Tukey Sharks is 9:54. Yeah, all right. So that's mountain time, right? That's mountain time in Arizona. Oh no, you guys don't do daylight saving. That's what it is. Your West Coast time. Wait, no. I don't know. I know you guys don't do daylight saving. I know that much. Because daylight saving fucks with me. Like, in what? A month or two? It goes back to 12 hours East Coast. Anyway, you guys don't care. Best gift of the horrific Australian prison colony was the metric system is the only way. The only thing I go for is pounds and feet and inches. I think measuring height in feet and inches and measuring weight in pounds, like, it just sounds better. But outside of that, if you're like, I do a lot of cutting steel and shit like that at work, and millimeters is the way to go. You got to measure shit in millimeters. Unless you're a dressmaker, then you use centimeters. But Piss wife, how much daylight debt do you have? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? There's too much daylight at the moment, if that's what you mean. It's like sunny at 5 a.m. Nobody wants that. Anyway, let's get back to these hand warmers. This is fucking interesting shit.
It's like, boom.
Technology's better than science.
Here's your heat. Right?
Nice.
So I got them. They're only like $9. $10.
Did he just say technology is better than science? Kind of the same thing a little bit, aren't they?
They come as a pair, obviously.
Oh, yeah. So in the other interesting thing, yeah, the other interesting thing is you can do it so that.
How much we call this guy Scully? I don't know if anyone's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan. I am. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This dude is Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right? Look at him. Look at him. You can't see my cursor. I can, but I'm the guy in the middle. Sorry, my bad. The guy in the middle, if you didn't guess who I was referring to, is Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The guy on the left is barely talks. I was going to put together a supercut of everything he says, and then I realized that's hard work. I got about 6 clips that were about 3 seconds long each, and even that is kind of excessive. Like, most of it wasn't him in the 3 seconds. It was like 1 second. Frank, Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan, yeah, it is. It's very funny. Captain Holt and Jake Peralta's relationship is hilarious. Anyway, this is bonkers how long this clip is. This is how long they're talking about hand warmers. A minute 22 in, not even halfway through it. That's how long they're talking about fucking hand warmers.
It only heats one side. I do it so it heats both, because that way I can just clutch it. Nice. Now, I was at my parents' house and I was trying to tell my dad.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you want the palms warm, sometimes you want the fingies warm too. I get it.
Dad.
Like if you put it down, then you don't touch it to stay warm.
Yeah, it'll.
Or does it only get hot when you touch it?
No, it'll stay warm.
Okay.
But I don't want to waste the battery.
Right.
Anyone here looking for a good hand warmer? It stays warm if you put it down. As long as it's turned on, it'll stay warm. It's a good advertisement. I hope they give the brand, actually, just so everyone knows. If you're in the like northeast where it's really, really cold, northwest gets really, really cold. Yeah, look out for these hand warmers.
It only activates when you squeeze it.
No. So I was trying to tell my dad because he was
Bob.
he was going to be outside
I just doxed her dad. Hey, Bob. Jesus.
earlier in the week, and I'm like, it's too cold. And he goes,
Right.
oh, I got hand warmers. And then I said, oh, speaking of which, I got these rechargeable things.
Someone said before, it sounds more like Philly. Don't tell me that ain't Boston. I'm going back. Listen to this shit. This is Boston for sure.
And I'm like, it's too cold. And he goes,
Right.
oh, I got hand warmers. And then I said,
Hand warmers. That's fucking Boston straight up.
oh, speaking of which, I got these rechargeable things. And you can, it's got like an LED light on it.
Nice.
Yeah. And he goes, and I said, you should get some. And he goes, well, I got a bunch of the hand warmers in the closet. And I said, well, yeah.
So I have to pause. Frank's making, it's got me more interested in Brooklyn Nine-Nine right now. I've never met anyone in real life who knows Chelsea Peretti. Do you think she's funny, Dean? No, I actually, I think she's the worst part of the show, to be totally honest, Frank. I've never found, there may be one or two moments where I got a chuckle out of her, but for the most part, I mean, I guess like when it's an ensemble cast like that, I guess every character means something, but nah, I'm not into Chelsea Peretti at all. So I'm with you, Frank. Agreed.
Yeah, but these are like rechargeable. You can use them all the time. And he goes, yeah, but I got a bunch of them in the closet.
He's gonna use them; they don't go to waste.
I said, you know what? Fine.
Have you tried the highest setting?
Oh, Frank, you think she's funny? All right, you're on podcasting because of hers. I think I've not heard her podcast. I think I don't love her on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'll be honest, but that's fair. I've not heard a podcast, or you say a special is good too. All right, fair enough. Send me a link, Frank. I'll check some shit out, and I'll give you a better analysis of what I think of Chelsea being funny. But in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, again, there are scenes and there are moments for her, but I didn't care when she left the show. Put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the highest setting. It's
okay.
on. Yeah.
You know what, Frank? Fucking next one needs to have money attached, all right, champ? I've given you too much attention.
Yeah. It doesn't like, oh my God, it's too hot. No.
Melting my skin.
Yeah. I had him. I was testing it out. I brought him to Sean.
What's worse, this 3 minutes of this podcast that I've clipped, or the podcast I'm doing right now, all by myself? Are they worse or am I worse? What is worse? You know what I mean? I'm confused. I'm not sure at the moment. I'm just doing an Aaron Imholt trying to hit my fucking vape goal.
On Monday.
Still nothing coming in, by the way.
Yeah.
Just kept him in my hoodie pouch. I wanted to see how long on a full
Does it
charge.
make noise like a butt, like his
No,
buzz?
no, they don't make any noise. I wanted to see how long.
You're sitting next to them, Scully. Are they making a noise now? Clearly not. What kind of a question is that?
Long on a full charge it would last. I think when I left, it was like at 40% or something. So I was like, oh, I'll make the podcast with
Nice.
the full charge. I hope.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now, how long does it take to charge? Overnight?
Maybe an hour. Hour or two, maybe. I don't know.
Frank, don't tell me what to do. You're very good at podcasting. You have a very charming accent. Don't read this one. I'll fucking read it, cunt, because you were being nice. So I'm reading it. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. Fistwife, if they make noise, then off your hands. That's a good point. If there's a vibration as well, Jesus. Or maybe it could double. Maybe it could double as a hand warmer. Oh.
I just plugged him in while I was working. And I didn't really pay attention.
I love that Scully is like, he's doing his best. He's doing his best to be like, all right, let's make something of this. But like, he's just making it so much worse. Why are we talking about hand warmers for 3 minutes? That is fucking bonkers. Absolutely crazy. But no, that's all I had from hashtag just saying. That was a little thing that I don't know, it's kind of tough to do on your own, but I made my bed, I'll lay in it. You know what I mean? I'll do one more thing because Get My Go returned on Saturday, and I actually spent time. I was going to make some voices for Super Tip for Get My Go, but if you weren't here earlier, I fell asleep and didn't make it to the Get My Go show. So I wasted my time pulling clips for voices. So fuck it. Let's end today's fucking experiment with this.
My last name is Wangland. Who? Wangland, the Scandinavian god.
Get My Go.
Get My Go.
Get My Go.
Get My Go. You couldn't choose a better fucking name for a podcast than that.
Yes, Get My Go. Coach Mike Roddick, her voice is so, what's the opposite of alluring? I don't know what the opposite of alluring is. Cherokee, can't save them from GMG next time? I'll forget. That's the problem. Just like I forgot to set an alarm to wake me up for Get My Go. No, I'm grifting. I'm sticking around until I get another, I think it's still $60 I need. Oof, I don't think that's going to happen. But I won't do it all. But we'll end with a little bit of Johnny podcasting. So when I first got into the clip show game, well before I discovered who are these podcasts or Melton or Rocco or fucking Red Bar or any of these people, I got into it because Adam Hughes from Belfast, Northern Ireland, which Northern Ireland makes him British, I started doing clip shows with Get My Go, where we were goofing on a guy named Johnny Podcasting, who I actually briefly podcasted with for a while. He had, there's only one thing you can call it, delusions of grandeur. And he sold me a bill of goods, effectively, I got involved with him. He had all these grand plans of a Patreon, and wrestling podcasts were pretty big at the time. And I was like, oh, yeah, wrestling podcasts seem to be making money. And so, I thought, let's give it a go. And it took me a few months, 3 or 4 months. I realized everything that he had to say was pretty much bullshit. And the asshole fell out of what was the Reality Check podcast network at the time. And and then Mike Durbin, Joe Feeney, Adam Hughes started a show called Get My Go. Well, it was eventually named Get My Go. Why Get My Go? Well, Johnny Podcasting thinks the saying Get My Goat is Get My Go. And he said it multiple times. So that's when we said, well, that's got to be the name of the show, doesn't it? We've done coming up on 100 episodes of Get My Go, but we haven't done one until Saturday. We hadn't done one in well over a year, probably a year and a half, almost 2 years since we'd done an episode. So I clicked on a show this week to get some audio for voices on Super Tip, and thought it was pretty interesting. Probably clipped a bit too much. We'll get there. It's coming. There he is. All right, so on the left here you have a Johnny Podcasting, and on the right you have Richie the Real Deal Heel Reardon. Although he's got the dollar signs. I think he's calling himself Richie Rich maybe these days. Now, great camera framing. Richie's actually got better. Richie used to have all this beard and chin, used to be below the bottom of the camera, and a lot of headroom. Johnny Podcasting leaving a lot of headroom also. I had a thought in my head a moment ago and I forgot it. Oh well. Let's continue.
Do, do,
fucking love Gunther. Yes, we do. We love fucking Gunther. He had to lead us off tonight.
Anyone in the chat, let me know. Who is Gunther? Anyone in the chat, let me know. Come on. Hit it hard, because these guys fucking love Gunther. Do you know who Gunther is?
Especially after his last weekend at the Rumble.
Oops. Shouldn't have played that. Made it a bit easier to guess. But anyway.
All the great stuff he's been doing. So
He beat the shit out of Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw.
We'll talk about that in a bit. We got to pay homage to the career killer in a little bit here. So welcome to Wrestling with Reality, though, everybody.
Don't you love how loud the music is? You know, like I've goofed on Kiki for this before with her her AI song. Like, adjust your levels right. Like the music should just be like a dull thing in the background. It shouldn't be the most overwhelming thing where your voice is like secondary, you know?
John, and of course, joining me as always is my partner, Mr. Richie Reardon. Richie, what's going on with you, my friend?
Just listening to these sweet sounds of awesomeness of the Ring General. Gunther.
He's so great.
Yeah.
So no one wants to guess. Gunther is a wrestler in the WWE. And these guys are all in on Gunther. And yeah. That's what I was going to say. They stream to Facebook exclusively. That's right. I think I'd rather stream to Rumble than Facebook. I don't know who in this day and age in 2026 is going to Facebook for anything, really, unless you're a boomer, I guess. But anyway, they got some hot takes here coming up. We're going to talk some Hulk Hogan.
He's one of my favorite things to watch about wrestling right now. And I don't know why the guy gets a lot of hate, you know?
Yeah. We'll talk about Gunther though in a bit, man. We'll talk about the Ring General and everything. How's your week been going? Good?
Yeah, it's been going good, dude. It's been real fast paced at work. I can't believe tomorrow's already Thursday. We were talking about doing another cannonball run to Vegas.
That's the best laugh. And the face for that. Let's go back to the laugh. Johnny Podcasting's laugh.
Oh, man, it's a good thing. It's Wednesday night. It's always the middle of the week for everybody. And then you guys are on the downward
I
slide.
didn't even go back. How did I go forwards? Let's go back. There we go.
Cannonball run to Vegas.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking Bond villain. He's just set up a fucking trap for Bond.
Week's flying by though, man. It's a good thing. It's Wednesday night. It's always the middle of the week for everybody. And then you guys are on the downward slide, hopefully, for those that work.
I mean, it depends how you look at a calendar, you know? Well, what if your weekend is Monday, Tuesday? What if you work Wednesday to Sunday? Is it the middle of the week? I don't know. Who decides? I mean, days are really just a thing that's plucked out of thin air, really. You know, like, only thing that really matters. Oh, no, sorry, weeks and months are just plucked out of thin air. All right? Days and years are all that really is legitimate. According to science, 24 hours in a day. And even a year, 365 days isn't true because we have a leap year because they've got to make up for that 0.25. I mean, who can keep up?
Monday through Friday, you're on the downward slide into the weekend. That's why I always love Wednesdays. I always need this as like a refresher, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Recharge your batteries with everything.
It's really good during the middle of the week to put our show because it's perfect. You know, we have a good time. You know, I just got to get right into it because you shared something with me today, and I hope you don't mind me talking about this.
Oh, who wants to guess? All right. Johnny shared something. I mean, the chat hasn't moved in. Let's have a look here. 6 minutes. So I doubt anyone's going to guess, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. John shared something with him before the show, and he's asking if it's okay to talk about. Anyone got any theories? Anyone? Still $60 away from the goal, by the way. I do not want to. I do not want to leave without. That's not helpful, Black Eyed Sue, saying hi, but thanks for making the chat move. I appreciate it. First chat move in 6 minutes. All right, well, dick pic. Dabbling Down Under's going dick pic. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Especially if they shared it on screen. No, it's not a dick pic, Dabbling Down Under. Let's see. This. Oof, I can't believe they talked about this on a podcast.
No, go ahead.
But what the fuck? So we just now on the UFC pay-per-view, if you guys, or excuse me, PLE, if you guys watched with us, we just got to try Real American Beer, Hulk Hogan's beer. And then the podcast literally after that, we're having to announce that Hulk Hogan's estate is being sued by Real American Beer.
You understand why he wanted permission? I can't believe these guys are going there. Wait a minute. What? Real American Beer? Has anyone heard of Real American Beer? How many people? Again, I know nobody will answer, but I was vaguely aware of Real American Beer. I think we've all heard of Hulk Hogan and, his racism and all that. Used to be a obviously prominent professional wrestler, one of the most famous, but Real American Beer are suing Hulk Hogan. How deep and dark does this go?
Well, not Real American Beer. They're not getting sued by Real American Beer. It's another company.
Okay, the headline said Real American Beer was stolen by Hulk Hogan.
Yep. So there was originally
the headline. Are we watching Aaron Imholt? Read the headline? Well, that's what I said. The headline. I got all I need from the headline.
Apparently, and then I'll let you continue after this. So this is kind of the story that they sued them in January or July. So they sued him in July, and they said that
Joey Valentine, it's Hulk's beer. I heard Aaron talk about it on NLA. That's funny. I had no idea that Aaron had talked about it. Of course he did, though, right? Of course he did.
Real American Beer, the company that's out there now, stole their concept and idea for it, and Hogan was going to do it with them, and blah blah blah, and all that shit. And they sued him for $10 million. So that's it right there. So now that Hogan's estate is up for sale, ironically, and his house is ironically up for $11 million, I'm real interested to see if he's going to be part of this as well as the state, But yeah, that's what you're talking about with Hogan. So it's not real.
I like the wording of Hogan's estate is up for sale. Like usually when you're talking about stuff like this, like the guy's dead and the estate is like what's left, to choose from. He's talking about his house is up for sale, not his entire life. But yeah, and Stash, exactly as well. Good point. How is selling a house ironic? It definitely isn't. I guess what he means is it's ironic in terms of he's getting sued while he's trying to sell a house. Yeah, maybe he's selling the house because he's getting sued. Maybe he knows he's fucked. I don't know. I'm sure he's still got that Gorka money though, right? From when he fucked Bubba's wife and said all that racist shit.
American off the fucking can.
What was that? Yeah.
They took him off the fucking can.
Yeah.
Well, they're suing him, Richie. They probably would take him off the can, wouldn't they?
Couldn't believe it, bro.
I will never, as good as that beer tastes, I will never have another one.
I stand with you, Richie. I'll never have another one either. I'll never have one, but I'll never have two. How about that? How good does that beer taste?
I think you're in agreement with many people.
I'm going back to Coors Light. I knew it was too good to be.
Skull! Stuttering John just left Coors Light. Richie, get up. It's Bush Light now, but Bush Light. None of this fucking Coors Light bullshit. He threw, what was that fucking character's name? Cooey? They called it Cooey. Threw it out the window.
True. Real American beers are out there. Fuck you.
That's bullshit. Why would you do that when that was the whole marketability of this was Hulk Hogan and the Real American, You
got to be fucked up to think that you're going to sell another can of that shit with Hulk Hogan off the can, brother. Seriously.
Brother. Demonic Pubes, great name again. This guy still drinks this beer and will not stop again. Yeah, I agree, especially if he thinks it tastes gross. Tastes great. Yeah, and I mean, what's the marketability of any beer? Sure, you might draw in some dopes that were like, I love Hulk Hogan. I'll drink a beer with Hulk Hogan. Never in my life. Like this is something that I get annoyed about. Like I've always been into sports and I've always had a great appreciation for athletes. But when people call them role models, I go, what are you talking about? Like, no, you shouldn't be looking to these people as how to live your life. Like you look to them for entertainment, for, enjoyment. I've never bought a product based on someone I like endorsing it. Like that's always been wild to me. Demonic Pubes also says, I quit drinking it, even if it is a AA, even if it's a great tasting beer. Fuck. I don't know if that sounded that came out the way you wanted it to, Demonic Pubes, but I think I understand what you mean. Anyway.
All it does is make you, when you take that off the can, just another beer.
The only reason.
Yeah, so like millions of beers, you make a good beer, people will drink it. If Hulk Hogan, in all honesty, if Hulk Hogan's on the can, you're only attracting losers to drink that beer. If it's a good beer, it'll sell. Good products sell, right? Like only 40 people here today. This is not a good product. I'm a loser and a failure. So no, I'm not going into the Aaron Malt thing. I'm not going to do it. Demonic Pubes, just me being a shit typo. You got it, man. Coach Mike Roddick, any man who drinks light beer also lets their significant other drive. Yeah, that's true. I don't drink a light beer, but I do let my significant other drive, mainly because I just want to look at my phone. We're going for lunch with her family. Why am I driving? Anyway. Oh, Tracy Hollywood's out. Tracy fucking Hollywood. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did, Tracy fucking Hollywood. Are you going to Hackamania this year, Tracy, before you go? Representing Australia over there? It'd be good. It'd be good if you did. Frank, this show is a very good product. Oh, thanks, Frank. This makes me uncomfortable, Frank. You being nice. I'm not comfortable with it. People are supposed to be mean. She's an Asian, is she? You might be okay. No, she's not Asian. She's not. She actually gets. She doesn't like being in the passenger seat. She gets uncomfortable about it. But yeah, thanks for asking.
I drove to 5 fucking stores as I wanted to see that big buff motherfucker one last time on a can holding an American flag in all his glory.
What? Like, that's who you're marketing to if you put Hulk Hogan on the can, right? He's drove around to 5 stores just to find the can. If I go to we call them a bottle shop in Australia. If I go to a bottle shop and they don't have the beer I was looking for, I just get another beer. What are you doing? You're driving to multiple stores for one specific kind of beer. Would anyone do that? Does anyone do that? Like, you have to have this specific product. That's insane to me. That's fucking wild.
Nice cold beverage. And
yes, dabbling down under the bottle-o. You go to the bottle-o. Yes. We are very, very lazy in Australia. We can't even say bottle shop. We just say bottle-o. And there's literally bottle shops called the bottle-o. Wild. My favorite one ever, though, it's not far from my house, actually. It's called Liquor in the Valley. Oh, that's right. Liquor in the Valley. Very good. Very good name. Very good name.
Now
sucking that ice cold beverage down with Real American Hulk Hogan right on it.
And now you're just a can.
So we've long assumed that Johnny Podcasting on the left here is, how would you say, a fraction gay, as it were, if you will. And let's just hear this again.
Now sucking that ice cold beverage down with Real American Hulk Hogan right on it.
And now you're
sucking that nice cold beverage down with the Real American Hulk Hogan on it. Like, it does sound a little bit like he wants to just take a huge load. Chris Mack says, we in the Northeast call them package stores. Packy for short, not even trolling. Yeah, if they were called that in England, that would be a problem. But I guess on the Northeast, not a big deal. Not a big deal. What about the fudge packing stores? Am I right?
Just a can.
Yeah. And it's not like it's even a nice design that they did.
No.
It's just their name in a font that they put on a fucking can to look like Coors Light.
Isn't that just what beer is? Their name in a font? Or in a font, not and a font. You imagine that? Anyway. Joe Valentine, we have liquor in the front, poker in... we have liquor in the front, poker in the rear. I get it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. And Demonic Pew says, oh, we have packies here too. Don't we all? They're pretty good at cricket, the old packies.
Fuck them. I am going back to Coors Light. I will never have another real American beer until Hulk Hogan is restored in his glory with that American flag back on that motherfucking can.
What a statement. Fuck them. I'm going back to Coors Light. So your standards were really, really high to begin with. And you just can't take it anymore. Brilliant.
You know, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if you see that because I saw the back because they just announced it, I think, today that he's not going to be on there. People saw the new can design that they put out the last couple days or last week, and they saw the thing and they were grilling him about.
Pull it up and show it on here, or we get?
Sure. Let me just find it really fast.
We got to see this can. I mean, that's gonna change everything. I've had the beer I drink. They change the can all the time. I couldn't imagine going, fuck that. You changed the fucking design? Fuck you. Not drinking that anymore. Get fucked.
Fuck is wrong with them? And who's the business genius that said, hey, let's take what everything good about this beer is and fucking take it off the can?
You said it tasted good, moron. You said it tasted great. What are you talking about? Did they take out the taste or they just took Hulk Hogan off the can? Fucking hell. Yeah, you're right. Dabbling down under. New cans have Iron Sheik on them. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck him. Fuck him in his ass. I will humble him.
Like, don't get me wrong, it tasted really good, but fuck that, dude.
Okay, I got the picture for you here. 1 second.
Oh, Demonic Pubes. Cooper's Pale claim their cans taste exactly like out the tap. Coopers are liars. Yeah, definitely liars. There is not a fucking beer in the world that tastes the same out of a can or a bottle than out of the tap. That's fucking insanity. There's nothing better than a pint of beer straight out the tap. That is fucking phenomenal. Well, there's things better, but like in terms of drinking beer, out of a tap is the best thing.
Don't tell me that this isn't the ugliest fucking logo in the world too, and just blah plain.
You talking about the one behind you here, where you've taken the NWO logo and made it WWR? Oh, that's right. This show is called Wrestling with Reality, which there's another show called that as well. It started before him. But yeah, let's continue.
And just looks like shit when you look at this can. So tell me if you guys think when you see this, and I'll get to the comments after that.
This is great out of context. RP3703. Out of context, sometimes we'd have to go to New Hampshire to do a packy run. I loved how Eckel and Rochi would react to that. Just completely out of context, doing a packy run. That's great.
But tell me when you guys see this, if you don't feel the same way that I do, that this is just the most blah piece of shit. There it is.
Dabbling down under. Do the Americas think we love Foster still? I think I don't know if it's a bit or if, like, there's a lot of I apologize to my lovely American audience. There is a serious amount of ignorance that comes out of the US, just completely ignorant to other cultures. And so when you've seen Crocodile Dundee and there was the big Foster's push in the 80s and early 90s. That's just all they know. But yeah, Jake here from Dabbling Down Under obviously understands. I don't think anybody in Australia drinks Foster's. It's an export beer alone. It's like Corona. Mexicans don't drink Corona. They drink fucking Dos Ticos, I think is the beer, is their preferred choice, but Corona had a better marketing machine. Internationally, it's known as the Mexican beer, same as Foster's.
Look at
Foster's, I think, used to be bigger in Australia, but then when it became global, I think we all kind of went, fuck that.
that piece of shit can right there.
That's the can?
That's the can.
Fuck you. I will never buy another one ever again.
Like, unless there's like a leak.
Everyone did avoid it. Do you know what's funny about that, actually? I'm glad you brought that up. Everyone avoided Corona in 2020. Gino still doesn't, though. Gino's still all about the Corona. But when I first heard about coronavirus, I literally thought it was a new name for a hangover. That's what I thought. I was like, is this a new meme? Coronavirus is a hangover? But no, it turns out it was a virus that completely changed the world. So that was fun.
Legal reason why he's not on there anymore, which they haven't come out and said the reason why, but unless there's a legal reason for it.
What? What? How did this start, Johnny? How did we start this whole conversation? Hulk Hogan's being sued. Unless there's a legal reason for it. Yeah, sued. You're getting sued. Fucking hell.
Why in the fuck would you go from that cool looking can with the marketability of Hulk?
Demonic pubes. I'm still wondering why everyone bought toilet paper during Corona. I think it is wild. It's crazy how much toilet paper people bought. I will certainly say that. The reason is people getting locked up in their homes for like sometimes weeks at a time. You'd need your toilet paper, but no, it was wild how like at the end of days fucking shit that people went through. Yeah, I work in an essential service, so and I've got 2 young kids. Well, one of them came like in the middle of COVID, but yeah, my life didn't change a lot during COVID just because I did go to work every day. And when you got young kids, it's kind of like you don't have a lot of time to, much social life, I guess, when your kids are super young. Like it's really hard to avoid babysitters and all that shit. So, yeah, it was crazy to me because I could just go to the supermarket on any day and get toilet paper. But you walk in there and that fucking shelf is empty. What a wild time. What a wild time. Did we all learn, though? Did we all learn from that? I'm not going to get Gino on now, but what's important about situations like that is that we learn from it. Let's not let them do that to us again. We don't want to do that as a society. Stash says toilet paper hoax. You can only put so much toilet paper on the store shelves. One toilet paper box is the size of a TV. There was never a toilet paper shortage. I'm not even going to argue with that at all. I wouldn't be surprised. And it gives them an opportunity to jack up the price of toilet paper. Yeah, I'm with you, Stash. I'm with you on that. Demonic Pews, I worked in a bottle shop which became an essential service for us drunkies. Right? I know, dude. Yeah, that was the thing. I could go to work and I could still go to the bottle after work and grab some beers. Yeah, we are drunks and we need our booze. That was one of the few things that was allowed to continue. Dublin Down Under. We were the frontline workers. Essential services stayed open. I got the spicy cough once and it was shit. Yeah, I got it once. I didn't really know I had it until mother-in-law, she does a lot of, what do they call those things? Like they're markets, but they're the old, it's secondhand shit. Like people are selling their shit, basically. My mother-in-law loves buying that stuff. And she bought this thing for the kids. It's like one of those, it's a pillow that like when you unzip, it can be a sleeping bag. And she bought one of those for my daughter. Anyway, it had this, thrift, demonic pubes, thrift, something along those lines. And it had this just incredible stench of perfume. Like it was such a strong stench of perfume that like we washed it and we hung it out on the line, hung it out on the line for like a week, just hoping it'd air out. And I was hanging out some other stuff on the line, and I saw it still hanging there. I was like, and I gave it a sniff, and I went, "Oh yeah, no, it's all good now. It's all good." And so I brought it inside, and then my wife said, "Why'd you bring this inside? It's fucking still stinks." And I went, "No, I smelled it. It's fine." That's when I realized that I had the old COVID. You lost your sense of smell and taste. And then I had dinner that night, and it was devastating. I was like, I can't taste any of this shit. It was like Kramer in The Peach, you know, when he goes into the Jerry's fumigated apartment. Yeah. Anyway,
Hogan, even though he's not with us anymore, and the millions.
Wait, I got to go back. Sorry, what did you just say?
Can with the marketability of Hulk Hogan, even though he's not with us anymore, and the millions of people out there that still love Hulk.
Great too.
Yeah. You know, sponsor on Raw, you know, things like that for them, being pushed to the moon by wrestling. And then you alienate yourself and take.
Sorry, I got to go back. I literally forgot Hulk Hogan's dead. I was making fun of him before. It's actually, yeah, Hulk Hogan's dead, isn't he? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Away the wrestling portion that created your whole brand in the first place.
Fuck
0
off.
cents.
I will never have another one. I take everything I said good about them this weekend back, except for the can design. Can design was great. Hulk Hogan's fucking awesome.
You were just shitting on the can design. What are you talking about? Oh, the old can design. All right. Yeah. I get it. I get it now.
Awesome. Fuck Real American Beer. I will never have another one.
It's got to be something legal for them to do that, because I don't. It's hard for me to.
Again, what started this conversation, Johnny?
To imagine that any business could be that fucking stupid to just take them off for no reason, unless there was a reason that they legally had to do it.
CM Punk buried Hulk Hogan the other day?
Uh-oh.
Because if he did, then fuck him and fuck Real American Beer.
These guys are really, like, I can't remember the last time that I gave a fuck about Hulk Hogan. It was probably, I don't know, maybe in like 2002 when they came back to WWE, the NWO. I was still a wrestling fan at the time. But even then, I was like, The Rock and Stone Cold and all that. This is like wild, passionate shit in 2026 about what is now a dead Hulk Hogan that I was just reminded of.
Was it on? Oh, it was on the pre-show of the Rumble, wasn't it, Joey? If I remember correctly, was it the pre-show of the Rumble that he did that?
What did he say?
I don't remember exactly what he said, but I there was something that it was like about him not being as good as, you know, people think or something like that.
Perfect. Yeah. That's what I love. I love a streamer that knows exactly what's going on.
You know, his work. I think that's what it had to do with. But Joey, tell me if I'm wrong.
Will never scratch or sniff Hulk Hogan's ass in any type of merch sales.
Seriously.
Ever.
And couldn't fucking touch him in any capacity as a wrestling superstar.
No.
Now, am I saying Punk is a worse worker than Hogan? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying overall as a wrestling superstar, that right there.
I'm just saying, go back and watch his UFC fights when he took a gamble on himself.
Yeah, he was
looked like a punk bitch.
Yeah,
so he's got no place to talk shit about anybody.
I love that when people get mad at CM Punk, they always go to the floggings he copped in UFC. It's like, yeah, he's not a UFC fighter, but he had some balls to take it on. What's Hulk Hogan's UFC fight record? Real fight record? Love to see it. Love to see it. I know he won a bunch of matches because he said, "That doesn't work for me, brother," if he got told he was losing. But yeah, interesting. Frank, I was a Doink kid. Doink was a fucking really good character idea. It ended up being like kind of like a goofy bullshit gimmick. But the original Doink was basically Krusty the Clown of wrestling. You know what I mean? Like this fucking fucked up, you know, like alcoholic, gambling addict, fucking cigarette smoking, you know, fucked up clown, you know, that just struggling his way through life. Like that's a cool heel gimmick. And then it kind of just became like this goofy thing for kids. But as an original conception, it could have been a really cool, deep character.
Yeah, seriously. Jeremy, what's up, brother? He says, happy birthday, John. Truly an honor to call you a friend and a brother. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate that, man. I feel the exact same way to all you guys. Thank you.
I apologize to everyone in the chat right now. None of you people are my friends, all right? Just I want to make that clear. Unless you are actually a friend, but none of my friends are here. No, I'm kidding. You're all my friends. I love you all. And I'm just $60 away from the vape girl. So if you want to be my friend, hit the vape girl. Frank says, yes, he had some edge to him. Yeah, exactly. It was edge. There was edge to it. It was different. It was something different. Doink, by the way. Doink the clown.
Rand says,
Rand, I'm going to have to go back and watch that because
Stash, I was kidding. You're my friend. It's all right. We're friends. We're friends, Stash. All right. Now, supertip.gg/USOA.
I didn't hear it, so.
Looks like the TNA leathers. Yeah, I agree, Jeremy. Very, very good pickup right there.
It sucks ass, dude, because I really enjoyed that beer.
Hopefully they do what's right. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate it, man. And fuck whoever changed that can. I agree. And fuck if Punk buried him as big as people are saying, I guess, then
fuck him too.
Yeah. I'll check it out too. I remember he said something.
Oh, well, if he said something, take it to the bank.
And it was a dig at him in some way. We are all Hogan fans. There it is. Someone said we're all Hogan fans as kids, and Punk said, "What world did you live in?" Something to that effect. Yeah, okay, Punk.
Hulk Hogan was or CM Punk was a fucking mark for Hulk Hogan. I guarantee it.
Just doesn't want to admit it.
Fucking it. Yeah. He's one of those social justice warriors, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Crybaby bitch.
Imagine saying that. I grew up, as many people on this stream did too.
Oh, I grew up as Did all you guys grow up? I grew up. Well, some would argue that I didn't. Oh no, fair point.
I grew up in the Hogan era of Hulkamania. Okay,
yeah.
I always say that when I really started watching was fucking Mega Powers Explode. Okay, so when somebody says we were all Hogan fans as a kid, and then Punk saying the world, what world did you live in? What world did he live in? Because I'm right around.
Did you live in?
Yeah, I'm right around the same age as CM Punk. I think he's got about 3 years on me, maybe. And let me tell you something. As a wrestling fan growing up, every fucking buddy was a fan of Hulk.
What a fucking dope.
That's his lived experience. I mean, famously, you guys that aren't wrestling fans probably don't know this. Famously, CM Punk is a huge Roddy Piper fan. CM Punk is a fucking miserable prick, and he loved Roddy Piper. That's I haven't watched wrestling in years. I know this shit. Like, get Hulk Hogan out of your fields, you fucking morons. Demonic Pubes, we know you like the damn beer, John, on all areas except the Hogan factor. Other than that, this cunt wishes he was powering through a carton of it now. Exactly. I'm surprised they didn't, try and get some freebies. Like, send us the new beer and we'll try it. In fact, Real American Beer, send me some beers. There's 44 people watching. Maybe I could sell some beers, And this is a low audience for us. This is fucking terrible, to be quite frank. But I'm enjoying the people in the chat. This is good fun. I'm glad you people are stuck with me here tonight. Or today for me, this afternoon for me. Early morning, in fact. Or late night. Anyway, a lot of different time zones involved in this. This beer could be sold across many time zones.
There was maybe one out of fucking 100,000 that you would probably have polled at that time that were wrestling fans and said, do you love Hogan? Is Hogan great? Whatever. I bet you 99,999 of them would have told you yes at that period of time. Hogan was a mainstream pop culture sensation, and he still is to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, to this day, he's more known as like the racist dude that fucked Bubba's wife, right? Like, he kind of lost the luster of the 80s of being in like Rocky films and then being the face of WWE and all that. The legacy's a little tainted there, fellas. Little tainted. And look, hey, all for the racism. Go for your life, Good for you.
Ask anybody who doesn't watch wrestling.
All right, who in the chat doesn't like wrestling? Come on. There's 41 here people watching. 41 here people? 41 people here watching. He said, "Ask how many of you don't watch wrestling, don't like wrestling." I know none of you are going to respond.
Never.
I drove
I'm humoring myself.
to 5 fucking stores to find
get
a
his-
beer just
yeah.
because his face was on it.
If you went to people,
All right, here we go. Mr. Blue Sky. I don't. All right, so Mr. Blue Sky, you're going to be our guinea pig. All right, Johnny Podcast is going to ask you a question directly. Let's see what your answer is.
ask anybody who doesn't watch wrestling.
Mr. Blue Sky. Yep.
Never.
I drove to 5 fucking stores to find
get
a
his-
beer just
Yeah.
because
Yes,
his
you
face was
established
on
you're a
it.
loser, Richie. Shut up.
If you went to people my age, older, even younger, any demographic, basically, if they're a wrestling fan or not, whether they never really watched it a day in their life or they
This
think
is
it's the
getting
dumbest shit in the
convoluted.
world or the
Come on,
biggest
hurry
fan,
up.
if you ask them to name you one wrestler, who's the first one they're always going to name?
Well, this is kind of this feels like leading the witness because we've been talking about Hulk Hogan. But Mr. Blue Sky, name one wrestler, please. That's the question. He's asked you to name one wrestler. So please, preferably on Super Tip, Mr. Blue Sky, with $60 attached because we still haven't hit the goal. But however you wanna respond, that'd be great. We await your answer. Goldberg. There you go. That's a fair answer. Goldberg was really big in the late 90s. So wrong, Johnny Podcasting. Wrong. Stash says racism made The Simpsons fantastic. Well, exactly. Apu and all that stuff. Yeah, that's good racism. Frankfurt's going Booker T. Five-time WCW champion.
Hogan.
Absolutely.
Sting, another good one. Sting's a good one. Someone give me someone like obscure. I want to see. Forget not being a wrestling fan. I want to see the real wrestling fans. Someone obscure, like I don't know, the Blue Meanie or something like that. I know my wrestlers. Give me someone obscure.
Absolutely. You're going to get some rocks in there, maybe a couple of, Stone Colds.
Steve Austin's.
But primarily everybody's going to say Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
King Kong Bundy, Blast from the Past. Okay, well, you said Brody. You've combined two. You got King Kong Bundy and Bruiser Brody. But yes, you are old. You're very old, Coach Mike Roddick. That is clear. Very clear. Funaki, that's a good one. That was the old. Hang on, I gotta show my mouth for this one. When Funaki and what was his partner's name? Fuck, I forget Funaki's partner's name, but they used to do there was the voiceover like from the old Asian movies, and they'd be like, "Indeed," you know what I mean? That was great. Sid Vicious from Frankfurt, one of the most vicious leg breaks, pardon the pun, vicious leg breaks I've ever seen. He did a big boot off the second rope, and his fucking leg just snapped on landing. That was brutal. Ernest the Cat Miller from Stalin 19. Welcome, Stalin 19. Ernest the Cat Miller. That's a bit more obscure. Now we're talking. Oh, Stash, the Shockmaster. Absolutely. That's a beauty. The Shockmaster is a Shmuel Buckman stream, summed up beautifully in one moment. He debuted. He bursted through the wall on his debut, tripped over. What he had? He had a stormtrooper's mask that was covered in glitter, and he burst through the wall, tripped on a beam, face planted. The helmet came off. He was grasping for the helmet, trying to put it on his. Oh, it was tremendous stuff. Yeah, it's good call, Stash. The Shockmaster. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, hell, hang on. Coach Mark Roddick he's correcting me. No, look up King Kong Brody. He was stabbed to death by a promoter. Yeah. No, that's Bruiser Brody. No. Yeah. That's Bruiser Brody. Yeah, there's a what do they call it? Fuck. What's the name of that documentary series? The Dark Side of Wrestling. They did multiple series on wrestling. Now they do Dark Side of the 90s, Dark Side of the 2000s, all that shit. But there's an episode on Bruiser Brody. Yeah, no, you are confused, Coach Mike. is Bruiser Brody. Is who you're talking about, and it was. I don't even think it was a third world country. I think it's Puerto Rico, which is part of America, right? Isn't that part of America? Puerto Rico? I don't know. The gobbledygooker. Yeah. That guy that hatched from the egg. Yeah, that was a Thanksgiving. And apparently Vince McMahon, like, so the egg hatched and this fucking gobbledygooker come out and the crowd just starts booing. And apparently Vince McMahon is backstage. He's just laughing. He's going, they're shitting all over him. Which I just think is tremendous when you have a shitty idea that bombs. You take it in stride. That was good stuff. Josie, yeah, it is. That's a really good series. Dark Side of Wrestling. That's a great episode. It's the fucking the Benoit one. That'll get you going. The Chris Benoit episode. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Really, really good. I love a good documentary. So yeah, that Dark Side of Wrestling stuff was really, really good.
So fuck you, Punk, for saying that, because they all were fans as a kid. Maybe he was the one out of 100,000 miserable pukes growing up.
Yes, CM Punk is a miserable prick. Yes, 100%.
There that wasn't a
Guaranteed
fan.
he was a Hulk Hogan fan. He just doesn't want to admit it because it goes against his narrative, pissant little fucking narrative he spreads everywhere.
Done that. Who does that sound like? Like all the people that get made fun of in the Doubleverse was like, this is what they actually think. They're just afraid to admit it. Like, it's Aaron Emmett to a T, really. Let's be honest. Yeah, fucking craziness. Yeah, Josie, the Benoit one, the Eddie Guerrero stuff. That killed Eddie Guerrero. The Benoit thing that killed Eddie, which is wild. No, sorry, the other way around. Sorry, Eddie killed Ben. Eddie fucked up Benoit. My bad. Eddie fucked up Benoit in a big way, and I think he got way deeper into drugs and fucking steroids and all of that shit, which really fucking messed with him. The like just the cuddling Eddie's pillow, I think it was, and weeping, just fucking seriously dark, weird shit. Very interesting. Very interesting. The Legion of Doom was the only good wrestlers because they had spike armor. So yeah, they were pretty tough. Yeah. Most people would shit on you for calling them the Legion of Doom. They're the Road Warriors. Most famous as the Road Warriors. But yeah, Vince McMahon and the WWE, they need to own your name and likeness. So Legion of Doom they became. Josie, the whole series is good, not just the wrestling. It's on Vice. Anyone want it? Yeah, Vice. Good. Thank you, Josie. Yeah, Vice. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, Dark Side of the 90s, Dark Side of 2000s. Fuck. Let me know if there's any others, Josie. All right, Coach Mark Roddick is not going to stand for my disrespect. He was King Kong Brody before he was Bruiser Brody, but I'm going back to the mid-70s. Fair enough. I wasn't aware that he was ever known as King Kong Brody. I only knew him as Bruiser Brody, but fair enough. If that's the case, I apologize, Coach Mike Roddick, for correcting you. What have we got here? Hang on. 10 for, yeah, there's about 20 to 30 seconds left on this. We may as well finish it. We've come this far. Tukey Shark Berserker. Yeah. These guys actually were covering the Berserker a couple of years ago. And it's I love when fucking idiots go back to old shit and like try and make more of it than it is. The Berserker. Yeah, that was pretty shit.
Yeah. CM Punk also
I'd be like, hey, Punk, what? He can't even stand on his own fucking 10, man. He bitched out about the Saudi Arabia comments he made years ago. What a puss.
Punk tries to be edgy and say shit like, "Oh, I was a Piper fan and Hogan sucked." Nobody said that back then. Abso-fucking-lutely, Joey. Nobody said that back then. And Piper was a taste that people acquired later on a lot, where they looked at his work as a heel and they're like,
So that's the moment where he realizes all the praise he's given Roddy Piper over the years. He goes, "Oh shit, I'm kind of making myself sound like a fucking hypocrite and an idiot by saying nobody said that." But yeah, look, yeah, people hated Piper as kids because Piper was the bad guy. again, CM Punk's a miserable piece of shit. So he likes being the bad guy. Yeah, fair point, Coach Mike. I feel like respect is earned, and you earned it by fucking throwing it back in my face. So you got my respect. Well done. Well done. Josie, Dark Side of the 90s is real good. It's been a while. Can't think of the others. Oh, yeah, same. I know I watched the Opie and Anthony versus Howard Stern was in the Dark Side of the 2000s. I haven't got to all the other series. To be honest, I don't think I've even finished all the Dark Side of Wrestling ones. What's his name? Mike? No, not Mike Awesome. Who was the gay dude, Josie, that had to hide his Chris Canyon. Chris Canyon, I think it was hiding his fucking being gay, and it really fucked with him. Because when you're in the fucking manly wrestling business, you don't want to be known as gay, I guess, especially in the 80s, 90s, 70s, obviously, and earlier. Stash bad guy actors are usually the nicest people. Yeah, I think being a bad guy, I think Alex Stein said this a while ago when he was pretending to shit on the Doubleverse. It's easy to be a bad guy. It's really easy. It's really easy to get people to hate you because people want to hate you anyway. Like, why are you on my screen? I didn't invite you on my screen. Like it's a default thing. Anytime someone new comes on a show, the audience that's used to your show will shit on that person and go, they don't belong. Like, you have to earn people's love. Very, very easy to get shit on. I know, because I've been shit on any time I go on a bigger show than ours. I get shit on. So yeah, it is easy to get people angry. It's very, very difficult to make people adore you, and that's what makes me special.
Love him, and it transformed him, of course, as a babyface in his career. But there was nobody saying that they were a Piper fan.
Holy shit!
Is he here? What the fuck? He's back.
He appears. We better get a fucking punishment bowl.
Hey, what a way to close it. The old say his name and he appears. We all got that from obviously Aaron Imholt and what's his name? Joe Hendry. Is it Joe Hendry? Anyway, that brief period where Aaron's daughter made him a shirt because Aaron was watching wrestling. That's not enough is said about that. That'll be my closing monologue for today's show. Thanks for reminding me, Richie. Aaron has these phases. Hang on, before I do that, what am I doing?
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Yes, Mr. Blue Sky is saying they have to be able to empathize with bad people, so they are usually very empathetic. Yeah, not a bad point. A little bit more into the psychology of it. Yeah, still toe that a lot of, although he likes to say that he has his own real life outside of the internet, and we're all losers stuck on the internet that just think this is real life. He presents so much of his real life to the internet, and I think that I believe in Joe Hendry thing was such a a wild statement of his relationship with his kids. And again, this is speculation, folks, right? This is opinion. I'm not stating fact. I'm not suggesting that Aaron neglects his kids and his kids don't love him. But when Aaron was going so on and on about Joe Hendry and he was playing the song constantly, say his name and he appears, all that bullshit. And then his daughter made the shirt, the Joe Hendry shirt that he wore on the show. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, that is a child screaming for their dad's attention. It's like, oh, you like wrestling, Dad? Yeah. Oh, I'm into Joe Hendry. Yeah, we all like Joe Hendry. The Weird Al Yankovic tickets. So yeah, Dad, I like Weird Al. I like parody songs. Yeah, I'll come to Weird Al. You know what I mean? Like, I don't generally like to go there, but fuck it, I'm going solo and I'm approaching 4 hours. Why not? Why not break out these kids were desperate for attention. Anyway, I thought I did a good show, but apparently I failed because I fell $60 short of the goal. I thought I was going to blow the goal away and I'd be able to get some weed as well, but no, apparently none of those things. So thanks for nothing, everyone, making me feel like a failure at the end of the show. No, that is insanity, right? As people have said, to end your show in a way that is always going to just be a disappointment, you know, like just a negative end to your show is so wild. I appreciate all of you guys that have stuck around with me doing this all alone, helped me through with the chat, all that. It is difficult to do this shit on your own. You do really have to back yourself. Yeah, I'll give Aaron credit for that. 3 nights a week doing evening shows solo. It's not an easy task. And if I did have to literally beg for money through the whole thing, I'd probably go insane. So I appreciate everyone that stuck around to the end with me. Very, very nice of you. It's nice to have good supporters. And yeah, Josie, agree. I assume you're agreeing with my take on the kid begging for attention. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Mr. Blue Guy says, I'm going to send you money next time. You did a good. Thank you. Oh, hello. Kiki. Thank you, Kiki. Good show. You still can't have push-ups. We'll see, Kiki. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to take him. I'm taking him from you. Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate it for the $1.99. Good show. Look, the compliments are flowing in. I appreciate it, everyone. Thanks for sticking around with me. In about 1 minute, I think, Dublin Down Under, I think, is about to go live. I'm going to go jump over there. So I'm not done streaming. I think it's at Dublin Down. I assume he's not in the chat anymore. At Dublin Down Under 01. He was chatting before. I might be able to find it. Yeah, there he is. There we go. At Dublin Down Under 01. We're going to talk some Dabbleverse before I have to go get my kids. So, yeah, I'm not done streaming. I'm just done for United States of Australia for today. Thank you, everybody, very much. Thank you to Shmuel for joining us. Thank you. Oh, fuck Robbie. No, go tweet Robbie, at Marin and Robbie. Say, I don't even know what to say. Think of something creative. Be funny. Just make sure he feels it. Oh, you want me to find a link, Josie? All right, fine. You know what? I'll stick around for a couple of minutes and I'll find a link. Oh, the things I do for you people. Seriously. I hate typing. Dublin Down Under. Look, I'm going to talk you through it like every retarded streamer does. Dublin Down Under 01. Let's enter. Here we go. Let's see here. Well, that didn't work, did it? That didn't work at all. There's no sign of him. Now, let me go back up to where his last chat was. We're going to do this together, folks. We're going to do this together. There he is. Oh, I forgot the G. I put Dublin instead of dabbling. That's where it all fell apart. Let's try that. There he is. All right. He's live now. Yep, so he is live. Well, it says he's live. Where's the fucking... Oh, this one? There he goes. 5 people. Why are those 5 people watching him and not me? That is just... Copy link address. Over here. Let's paste and post. Oh, you know what? YouTube's not been letting me post comments to my own channel lately. Does everyone see that? Has that popped up? Let me know if that's popped up. Looks like it has. There you go. What does this mean? Engage with your audience. Oh, it's telling me to start a poll. All right, let's start a poll. I'm going to start a poll. This is how we'll end the show. All right, as people disappear rapidly. Ask a question. Will you watch Dabbling Down Under? Oh, dear. There we go. And start poll. Bang. All right. That's how we're going to end the show, with the poll. We've got about... geez, how far behind is my I'm looking over at the YouTube studio of the show. Shmuel and Robbie are still here on that. That's how far behind that is. Is anyone gonna? Oh, 100%. Yes. How about that? All right. Well, I better end this stream. If 100% of people are going to go watch Dabbling Down Under, let's do it. Thank you, everyone. We will catch you next time. Yes, Kiki, thank you very much. Bing, bing, bing. It's time to go. Wait, no, we can't. We got to do it better than
Watch
that.
together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend, I'm telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair? No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen materialistic love for shit.